So, last time we played, let me just pull up the little because I did write up a recap. So, um, you guys resolved the matter with the Yutani fugitives. You also learned that Jennifer and her crew were evidently thieves rather than legitimate Yutani employees. Evidence was presented, but there were still doubts on the legitimacy of it, which Albert intended to run by Carter and see if he knew anything. The Yutani representative left and no shots were fired, after which point El Presidente sent out a memo to the command staff, who, I'm guessing Emily, yep.
Hello.
You joined just as we're doing the recap.
Everyone. Nice.
But
Hello.
anyway, so, um, yeah, El Presidente sent out a memo to the command staff and had a long, interesting conversation with Conrad about potentially working in such a way that doesn't compromise each other's goals. Um, Several important deliveries arrived, including a squad of U.S. Army personnel, notably including the cynical antisocial squad leader by the name of Eric Simmons and a cheerful outgoing jokester named Hillary Gorham. Simone made it her mission to try and redeem this particular iteration of Simmons, which ended horribly when she persuaded him to play Temples and Trolls with Fat Mikey, who didn't even bother hiding his furry fetish. Um, and then after that disaster, the council reconvened for another meeting to develop the colony, and we ended there, though the colony is just barely below reaching the third development tier. Speaking of which, there's something I took a screenshot of. I need to find it because I took a screenshot of the result back when I rolled it because I knew it was going to get buried in the chat. So while you guys are first of all, I did want to ask. So I know Albert is reaching out to Carter, and then Richard, there was somebody he was going to send a transmission to. Is anybody else, like, now that we're at the start of the new cycle, is anybody going to send out a transmission that you're expecting a response on?
Hmm.
I
I
mean,
don't.
you could just say yes
Yeah.
and then text me like what you're going to say and who you're sending it to. I just wanted to ask like if anybody wants to get a response at like the mid cycle point, this is the time to send it. So
Not at this time.
okay, and also hi John, how you feeling?
Uh, I'm awake.
All right. Okay, given what you said about COVID and stuff, that's pretty good. But yeah, just I ran through the recap and yeah. So and then as I mentioned, like so you're sending out a transmission to whom I won't specify. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but so you're doing that. Albert's doing like he was going to reach out to Carter. And I was just asking anybody else if if there's anything you want to send to somebody else. But if that is not the case, um,
Oh, I
oh,
I I I forgot. Yeah, there will be. I will do a transmission. I will let you know
all
later.
right,
But yeah,
okay, sure. Okay,
there is
but
something.
I just wanted like for now, like you're sending that message, then what it actually is, you'll hash out later.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, meanwhile, so I take that that's everybody who's sending out messages. Um, so early in this first cycle, as you guys are all kind of, minding your own business, just business as usual, you feel a very slight tremor, as in, an earthquake. It's not like, a severe catastrophe, but like you feel like somewhere off in the distance there was an earthquake. And not long after, I don't mean like 5 minutes after, but within like a few days, El Presidente gets notified by Jace. He says there was actually a very beneficial discovery. That earthquake that I'm sure you felt a few days ago actually uncovered, a cave full of resources, and uh, this is the result that you got. So a small earthquake has uncovered previously unknown resources. So you get +2 to science and +2 to potential.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Nice.
so the event isn't always like us getting fucked by the long dick of circumstance.
No,
Sometimes it's
like
cool.
good things can happen. So, so let me just increase the colony stats real quick before I forget. So, where's the
This planet has a fondness for us. Nice.
oh, hold on. So, let's see.
I
So
guess you could say.
So your potential goes up to from 8 to 10, and then your science goes up from 6 to 8. So you are
Woohoo.
now level 44, and then like even if you don't get any don't get up to the 4th tier, at least next council meeting you'll be able to do more stuff. Um, so that is the event. Um, the 10th pilgrimage is by this point due to arrive in a matter of days. Is there any sort of last minute prep that the party wants to do, or like any sort of stuff you want to do before the before the new colonists get here?
Can you maybe recap what we expect to be on the pilgrimage? I think
Sure.
the soldiers are coming, right? Or did they already arrive? Or they
Well,
already arrived?
yeah, the U.S. Army soldiers they already arrived, but in terms of major additions, so obviously just in, like new colonists for certain fields of work, but notably, as you might recall, Albert, former Sheriff Jones had put in a requisition request for additional personnel, and they are going to be coming on the 10th. So you're
Is
expecting.
the
Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
no, you finish your thought.
I was going to ask about the missile battery, but that already arrived also, so I'm
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, the missiles have arrived. The technicians to install and maintain it have arrived. So the main points of interest with the colony ship that's coming is that they're bringing like easily like a tenth of the no pun intended of the 10th pilgrimage is security personnel, and then there's also a paleontology team that was dispatched courtesy of the fossils that Simone found. But other than that, there isn't any sort of notable. Um, there aren't any other notable colonists that are arriving.
Do
Conrad
we
is just going. Oh, sorry.
yeah, do we get any bonuses from having the extra colonists? Like,
Mechanically, no. It's more of just of a narrative event that can potentially bring you, people that you need.
okay, cool.
More useful souls. But Conrad is going to just
More
like
subjects for El Presidente, but
well, for the sheep, for the sheeple. But Conrad is just going to have like a chit chat with Simone. I mean, it can be like just a fluff in the sense he would have like basic questions of the earthquake. What does she think in her geological survey teams like? Are earthquakes usual for this planet? Should we expect to have stronger ones, more of them, or was this just like a random freak accident thing?
I think that's more a question for our science guy, but I'd assume that like earthquakes are common on this planet just because of you know it's a planet and earthquakes
yeah,
or planet quakes happen. So I don't think it's anything to worry about.
pretty
I mean,
much.
we'll be more vigilant on just watching in case there is a massive one, but I think it should be good, Conrad. I
Yeah, you were further enough inland, and like the earthquake was further enough inland that it didn't cause like a tsunami. Because remember, you are very close to an ocean. But
Mhm.
Mhm.
Thank you, Simon. Just wanted to check, just in case. I'm going to just probably look over if our infrastructure is suitably strong with the Danny, if a stronger earthquake might arise in the future, just to know that
yeah,
we would have a minimal damage. So
right. So
just
you
Of
so you
course.
just go check in with her. Um,
yeah, just
and
basically asking,
yeah,
is it all good enough?
yeah. So yeah, she said. I mean, it's not necessarily like because keep in mind that the prefab units, aka the trailer park, are metal durable units, and then everything else was built with local resources.
Hmm.
Um,
So it maybe needs to be upgraded in over time to be more resistant. Is that what that
Possibly,
means?
but it
What
was
that
built
implies?
pretty structurally secure. I mean, we haven't had any. I mean, it's not necessarily like a bomb shelter made out of popsicle sticks. It's just, um, like it's been strong enough to withstand tropical storms. The severe
Hmm.
earthquake hasn't necessarily been accounted for, but we repairs and such should be easy enough to maintain in the event that something really bad happens.
Oh, that's good to know. All right, that's all. I just wanted to make sure. Do we have ways of mitigating if a worse natural event comes? But for now, this one has been unusually not only mild, but presenting us with good resources that I hope our prospecting and mining crews will be able to fully use. I think
I should build an
things are
earthquake
looking up.
machine.
If you want,
Okay.
of course, we shall put it next to the Rockabye baby machine and the lollipop making machine. So we
How do
we
you know
shall
about
find a
that?
way.
That's a secret project.
I have my
That's what he
instinct.
was building this whole time. That was a secret project.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, okay. An earthquake machine. He just kind of like takes the sweat off his eyebrow, like, oh god. That man, I hope, has some weird humor on his side.
He just
that I
becomes
want
Dr.
to do.
Doofenshmirtz and makes like his Earthquakeinator.
Basically.
Yeah. The
He
nefarious
gets foiled in
mechanism.
Conrad. What? He gets foiled by Conrad, but Conrad in a hat.
Conrad the Connie Platypus.
Curse you, Conrad the Company Man.
I mean, that smirk is almost Perry the Platypus like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's getting there. It's getting
Yeah.
there.
Nice hat. What are you supposed to be, a secret agent? Anyway, so so the yeah, if there's, I mean, is there anything else that you guys are doing in the build up to the 10th?
Nope.
Okay.
I can't think of
So,
anything.
all right, sounds good. So, eventually the day has come.
Oh, I would like to
Nope.
do spend some experience because I haven't done that
Yeah,
yet.
if you guys want to spend
Does
XP,
anyone
you can
else
do that.
have?
Anybody else
Does
have
anyone
what?
else have XP to spend? I have 10, so I could get either 1 talent or 2 skills, right?
Well, everything always costs 5, so you could get 2 talents, 2
Oh, okay.
2 skill increases, or 1 of each.
Let's see here. Maybe I'll just research while you're talking, so I don't hold everyone up.
Okay. Well, I mean, does anybody else want to spend XP? Because now is an opportune time to do so.
I spent mine last time.
All right. So I guess that's a no. But yeah, Magus, if you think about what you want to do, just let me know, and then we can address that. So anyway, so the colony ship finally arrives. And is anybody particularly going to just go and like watch the colonists arrive? Because I mean, basically their procedure is identical to yours. Like they go to the spaceport, they check in, they get identification, like basically like colony like ID, like basically like visas and or like ID cards and stuff. And then they get direction about like where they're supposed to settle and like bunker down. They're like where they're assigned to live, where they're supposed to report to and when, where major points of interest are, yada yada yada. Like so, all the stuff that you guys went through is what these new colonists are doing.
Yeah, like I don't know if we already have like a person in charge for that, but like if there is or isn't one, or if there is, Conrad could be like the assistants there, basically, to show a welcoming face, be be the tour guide of
Okay.
of the of the people for
Well,
the
you
new
wouldn't be able
areas
to
of the
tour guide
colony.
every single one of them because like they're going to different housing units and like people
Oh
have
yeah,
different
yeah,
places to
yeah.
report to. But you could, I mean, you could do the theoretical equivalent of back when you guys, I mean, in the first session when it got disrupted by a shooting, what the sheriff did, um, where he basically gave like an orientation or like a greeting to all the new colonists. Like if you want to do that, you can make yourself
Yeah,
like
yeah.
recognized.
He would love to schedule something like that just to make sure that everybody feels that well, they're welcome, that
Yeah.
things are friendly and stuff.
Okay. So, Simone, or not Simone. So Conrad is doing that. As for Simone, um, so well, before that, I mean, just want to double check: is anybody else going to want to do anything with the new colonists, or are you just going to kind of let them disperse and report to you?
I'll be there to like just so I can see the paleontology team like
Yeah,
arrive and
because I was going to say that other than that, like that you would be summoned to meet them.
yeah.
So, but yeah, like so basically, you're at the spaceport. You recognize, like you see Jace, and he's talking to a guy that, like, in the second Jurassic Park movie, the paleontologist, and that, like, long hair, glasses, cowboy hat, that kind of look. Like, basically, that's the kind of guy you see. Um, and
Nice.
Jace is talking with him. You see them shake hands, and then Jace sees you, and it's like, oh, Simone, come here. And he like waves you over to uh, come meet the guy.
Yeah, of course.
So he says, he basically does introductions saying, like, this is Dr. Brian Horner of the paleontology team, and Dr. Horner, this is Simone Kowalski, like, he gives you a firm pat on the shoulder, the intrepid wildcatter who found those fossils. I'll leave you two to get caught up, and then he goes to speak with the rest of the scientists, and um, Horner basically, he shakes your hand. Um, and he says, well, he congratulates you on your discovery. He says, um, my team will be checking in with Dr. Carradine before we head out into the field. Um, but before that, I have something for you. And he pulls out an envelope and he hands it to you.
Okay. I'll
So,
accept it.
okay.
What is this for?
He says it was a letter from somebody who wanted to personally congratulate you on your achievement, Mr. Whalen
Oh.
himself.
Oh wow. Thank you.
So, do you want to look at it now, or are you just going to talk to Dr. Horner and then look at it?
I'll talk to Dr. Horner and then look at it.
Okay.
I think that's
Do you actually have any questions for him, or do you just sort of like idly chat with him a bit?
just idle chatter,
Okay.
like, welcome to the colony and,
Yeah.
can't wait to
Yeah, so you converse for, I'd say, maybe, like, I don't know, like 15 minutes or so, and then he says, like, well, I mean, I need to get going. It was great meeting you, and hopefully we cross paths again. So he tips his like
yeah, of
cowboy hat
course.
to you, and then he and his group go off to the science lab, leaving you well, not quite alone, but by yourself at the spaceport. So do you want to look at the letter now?
Yeah, sure.
So I didn't have it like specifically written out, but just in a nutshell, it's a handwritten letter from Peter Whalen himself, uh, and he basically expresses gratitude for your find, and says that it gave me a lot of hope, not just for what discoveries lie in the stars beyond, but also for the future of my company with passionate and talented employees such as yourself working for it. Um, and if you want, you can actually keep that letter as a signature item, since I think your original one was just from the book, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely change that. I like that much better.
So you have a
So,
handwritten letter from Peter Whalen.
very cool.
So that is what Simone is up to. And yeah, copy that, Magus, because I just saw your messages in chat. Um, So, out of characters, so our newest player's character is also part of the 10th pilgrimage. Since he is not here right now, I'll just say that he's at the spaceport. Like, you guys don't necessarily know him. He's just sort of checking in, and I'll have like a little flashback addressing what he's doing. Um, he is, but just for meta knowledge, he is actually one of the new security team members.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Sorry,
um,
the just real quick, the guy that was talking to Simone, Is he important? I didn't take down his name, like, or is he just
He's circumstantial to Simone's discovery. He's not necessarily a major character like part of the command staff. He's just like Simone found those fossils, and this is the guy that's overseeing the expedition to, do more research on them.
okay?
So he's probably not going to return in any meaningful capacity. He's just going to be kind of out at the dig site, maybe occasionally returning to the colony. But he's not a major or even sort of secondary character. He's just kind of there.
Okay.
But it's good to ask. Anyway, so, but I would say, Albert, you do actually, with the new security personnel, or at least with some of, well, I guess with all of them, but only a few are really relevant. You actually would have received, like, basically an email gets forwarded to you that has, like, files on the new security team members. You have a total of, I think, like a total of 15. For reference, 10 of them are just generic grunts. One of them is a new PC, and 4 of them are named NPCs. So I will make a handout of new security team personnel. I will make that visible to you.
Thank you.
So I'll configure ownership, Megas or observer. Okay, so you should see in campaign handouts new security team personnel. A handout that just you should have access to.
Give me a sec. Yes.
Okay. So you can read through those now or later. And like the other, like the 10 red shirts, I mean, they would have they would have files. It's just that they're not really important characters, so like it wouldn't be anything interesting compared to these 4. And also for the first character, ignore the blood splatter on her. That's just the best art I can find of that particular character.
Okay.
Like I said, it's the specific look of the character rather than the actual scene that she's in. So,
She already came wounded.
who says
The
that's her blood?
badass. Oh damn.
But anyway, so you get that handout, and like if you want, you can potentially speak with some of them now. Like one or more of them now, if you'd like.
Sorry, what was your question?
Oh, I was just saying, like, I mean, you can either just kind of read over their files, or if you'd like, you can potentially speak with some of them just to get to know them and see what they're about, if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm reading through the files now, so let me do that. Maybe we can do some other event with some other character, and then
Yeah,
we can
that's what I
maybe
was
come back
thinking.
to.
So, for Richard and El Presidesperado, what are you two doing?
Plotting.
Well,
I
yeah,
should
but
introduce myself to my new
subjects.
dear people.
So are you?
Taxpayers.
So are you? So are you going to pay, or like, are you going to like show up with Conrad to the assembly with like the new colonists? Like give like a
Yeah,
speech?
I think that's wise.
Okay. So El Presidente
He's just
strolls up,
going to stand in the
Mr.
corner menacingly.
Mr. Steal your spotlight, to Conrad. So, do either of you actually want to give a speech, or are you just
It's gonna be
I'm-
a generic corporate speech from Conrad, just basically, welcome, feel part of the family. We take great pride in our workers, safety. Things have been going
and El
up.
Presidente's like, no, no,
Good
no, no.
future.
It's off to the side. But I'm just kidding. But yeah, so El Pres, do you want to say anything?
yeah.
Give a Tropico 6 style speech?
Oh man, I should have written something up.
Don't worry, you're best when you improvise, sir.
Yeah. You know what? That's true. That's true. You see,
how you got
sometimes you
elected.
can tell the truth.
It's not as rare
I
as
just
you think.
imagine him going something like, "Men, women, colonists."
This is, yeah, I get up on stage and I give a compelling speech and I hand wave it.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone loves me, and you know,
Give me a
my goal
manipulation
is
roll. I want to see how well you pull it off, or if it becomes like that one scene where you just start dancing on a table like Trump.
Can Conrad assist him in the sense of like he will start the applause at the end if
Yeah,
people
you
are
can give
awkwardly
you can give him a
silent?
+1.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really
I'm your
want them
friend.
all to trust me and believe in me as their glorious, wonderful, fantastic, lovely,
Super duper.
tasteful, yeah, wondrous leader. And I'm currently stalling for time to make sure that all of my talents are accounted
Didn't you
for.
take that one that lets you give a positive modifier if you're outnumbered, or was that somebody else?
I did take that one, yes.
Okay,
Exactly. Nice.
And
so I
I
that
make
gives you
sure
a
I
+2,
make
right?
this a really long and compelling speech, and I I make sure to really I take my time with it, and
Remarkable stuff, sir. Remarkable.
yeah.
Okay, nice.
Astounding.
Did it? I can't see the roll.
What?
Oh, there
Well,
it is.
yeah, there it is.
I push
So
it just because I want people to really fuck with me.
okay,
I want them to think I'm awesome.
okay, so
A rousing speech, sir.
yeah, so
Completely astonishing.
Conrad gives an applause, and then like there's everybody at the spaceport claps, and you hear some like whistles and cheers, and um the crowd goes wild. So let me just double check what the
Rah.
um just looking at manipulation. Yeah, your opponent is impressed by you. I mean, totally.
Yeah,
So
I'm a very impressive individual. How do I give a speech with the cigar in my mouth? That's pretty impressive in and of itself.
Master ventriloquist, as ever.
well, you're just kind of talking the
Ventriloquist?
corner of your mouth.
Yeah. Do like the Winston Churchill voice purely by accident.
Yeah.
We shall fight at the beaches. People are going, we have beaches.
We have beaches. Well, you do actually. So.
It would have been great if we fought the
That's
Russian
awesome.
mercenaries on the beaches. That's how they got in.
Set up some bunkers and.
That's all you'll be sleeping on the beaches. You're gonna be a perimeter guard.
And if we shall fall, our company shall continue the fight. Row across the skies.
Okay, so yeah, so as I understand, that's basically what everybody's doing. You've got El Preza Desperado and Conrad giving speeches, Richard standing security, Albert reading over the files, and then Simone having her chat with Dr. Horner. So, yeah, I will say, so in the case of Kenshin's character when he shows up, that like we can handle his stuff in a flashback. But just to kind of keep this rolling, so for the let me just oh right, just double check the little schedule. Okay, Simone, you ready to go prospecting?
Yep. Can't wait.
Okay, cool. So let's open up the regions, and like I said, just for both realism and balance, like repeatedly farming the same spot is as a no go because we'll say you kind of tap that place dry. But you have
Yeah.
another 6, or actually no, another yeah, that's 6. 6 regions to explore.
Would any of them get buffed up by that earthquake?
Mechanically, no, because basically the earthquake just uncovers the resources specifically. Like that's the function it does.
Okay.
Like, because basically these regions, I don't know if you've seen the Koi 416 handout. Like there's a northern hemisphere, a North Pole, like entire different hemispheres and like sort of sectors of the planet, that an earthquake wouldn't just cover an entire one. So, all right, Simone, where are you exploring?
Let's try in the southern hemisphere west.
All right.
Sounds like a good
So,
place to start.
okay, sounds good. So that gives you a +1 on top
Okay,
of
so
any
that
talents you
is
have. That's just an
yep.
observation roll.
So for the future, like just so I know, would intense focus like apply to this, like the
I
talent
would
intense focus when I would do
say
these rolls?
technically yes.
Okay,
Makes sense.
yeah, I'll put that on my list to pick up then that talent.
So yeah, intense focus would help with this.
Okay, that is an observation roll with a +1. Cool.
All right, do you want to
yeah, I'll push that.
Okay. So okay, well you panic, so do a 2d6. Okay, so that is 7 + 1 minus your resolve.
And that is empathy and wits divided by 2.
Rounded up.
Rounded up.
Round up. So 6, 3, and then harden gives me a +1, so 4.
Yeah. So, well, if 4 is the result or 4 is how much you have total.
Total.
Okay.
Adding in the resolve
Okay,
of the
so
hardened talent.
so 4 minus 8 or 8 minus 4 rather would be aggravated,
4.
so you get another, so it'd just be 4, so you would get stress level +1.
Okay.
So
But I got 3 successes after the push.
yes, so let me just double check the where the hell is it? Building Better Worlds player guide. Wildcatting. Okay, so I can't remember. Are you able to roll on the table or not?
I don't have access to the rollable table.
Okay. Which prospecting funds? What I'll do is I will set you as hold on. I'll make a backup of this and then configure ownership. So if I set you to observer, does that enable you to roll it, or does it have to be owner?
It
I
popped
think
up for me.
observer would work.
Yeah, observer worked. But I just reloaded the page to make sure it.
Okay, well, I mean, I know it shows it to you. Does it let you roll it?
Prospecting finds. Does indeed.
Oh,
All
yes.
right, there you go. So you had 2 extra successes, so that would be, oh wait, minor deposit. So that would be instead of,
So it's instead of 35, it's 55?
I
Does
believe
that
so.
mean that? Yeah.
I believe so. So
Yep.
volcanic vents, rich in sulfur and or geothermal energy. So we'll resolve the result of that first.
I need to roll again because my prospecting
Oh,
talent.
right. Sorry, I forgot about that.
It's all good. I should
all right,
just roll twice next time.
yeah.
So 55.
Yeah, so you'll stick with
'Cause
55. Okay. So the volcanic vents, that's what you find. As for how much it's worth, so roll a d6.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 times 5, 10. Multiply that by 10. And then, like I said, I'll throw in a 0 at the end of whatever you find. So, and I think that would be what, $1,000.
Yes.
Okay, so make $1,000 from that find. So, do another recon roll, or not a recon roll, observation roll.
We have played so many different systems that we're all
I
just
know.
getting everything messed up. Okay.
What game are we playing again?
I think Alien.
I
Find the
think.
valuable rock game.
So we're playing
Okay.
Minecraft.
I guess.
Emily is literally doing a rock and roll. She's literally finding for rocks with
Yeah,
rolls.
no kidding.
Okay.
So,
I'll do a search of the equator now. So that's a +1
okay.
bonus.
And I'll say, like, once you've explored all the regions, it'll reset, I guess, just so you'd still have stuff to do.
Okay.
Um,
My stress would still be 2.
Yes, because you're still
Correct.
part of the expedition. So, do another observation roll. Same modifiers. Okay. Do you want to push that?
Sure.
Push it.
Okay. Very good roll. So okay, do another well, actually do the 2 rolls for prospecting finds. So just roll twice on the table. Okay, again that and then oh my god.
Yeah, but since she has even more successes,
Yeah, it
that
would be
would be 61.
Yeah, 61. Supply underground water, frozen springs or aquifers, clean and fresh. Okay. In the middle, and you said you were searching in the equator?
Yeah.
Okay, that tracks. Okay, so do a 2d6, or not 2d6, just a d6.
Sure. Yeah, I'm exploring along the coastlines and the fjords, and I find some nice clean water.
All right. So 2 multiplied by 6 is 12, and then multiply that by 10 would be
120.
yeah, 120, and then with an extra 0, it's 1200.
Nice.
So, all right. So there's that.
That's a nice little chunk of change from
Yeah.
those 2 things.
Yeah, for those 2 discoveries. Yep. Okay. So,
Does she want to negotiate any bonuses with her pal?
Oh, right, I could do that as like a manipulation roll.
yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Sure. Hey, Kenshin. Just a standard manipulation roll, no
Yeah.
modifiers,
Yeah,
right?
you do have your
Okay.
stress though.
Yep. Okay. I'll click that.
Wow.
Oh. That is shocking.
Okay. I think it was like each success enables you to get a plus 10%. Is that how we ruled it? I don't remember.
I
believe
think you
so.
mentioned that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you want to settle for just 10%, or do you want to try to push it to get more?
Might as well push it. It's
All
not
right.
like there's a bad situation where it wouldn't help, but yeah,
Well, if
just
you
once.
panic and you got a
Fine.
9, then that would suck. But okay, so
Yeah.
that's the most you can negotiate for without blowing a hole in the budget. So, all right.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
So you get 10% on those discoveries.
Yes. Not bad, Simone. Not bad. You've been finding a lot of nice discoveries. Geothermal energy, clean water for securing the future of the colony. I mean, just between us, the official pay rate for those fines, they are stealing from you a bit. Because at least I can tell you from my personal point of view, this will mean everything to the colony. So you you have, if not from the company itself, you have definitely from me and the colony itself gratitude. I will, if you want, I will maybe look into um, increasing your regular payroll to negotiate with the company if it's something that you believe that would be useful to you, that your work has deserved. What do you think about that?
Is Conrad trying to fill out if Simone is as corrupt as he is? Is that this is
Probably.
No, no, he is being honest. I mean you don't have to believe him or not, but you are listed as his buddy there. I mean, with the manipulation thing, I was even going to like I didn't remember if it was like opposed or not. I was going to like literally let any success there over. He wants to help. For what reason you do not know, but he seems like he wants to help. You don't have to agree to it, but he's he seems like he's trying to be. If you don't trust him, you can roll a manipulation to see if his words are
Yeah, I mean, do you want to
true
do
or
an
not.
opposed manipulation to see if he's playing some sort of angle?
Sure. Let's
All right.
just, add a little bit of
Yeah.
drama.
All right, you two roll opposed manipulation. Though only
Okay,
Simone can push because she's. Oh my god.
no, no problem.
Uh-huh.
That was private. Hold on, I'll reveal that. So, Ty goes to the defender. So Conrad, I mean, he's just hold on, where is it?
He's a hard man to read. But
There was a GIF I was thinking of that. Hold on.
if you haven't used it, if you haven't,
Well, I used this before, but this is totally Conrad as always.
yes. In a way, in a
So
way.
he's just
Nice.
sitting there
But
smiling at you. Okay,
Yeah.
Simone, roll 2d6.
Yep.
if you freak out in front of him.
So that's 5 plus 4 is 9. What is your resolve total again?
It's a 4
4.
with her
Okay,
hard
so
So
then it would just
5.
be a 5, and what the fuck is 5? 5 is loud noise. So you and Conrad both get another point of stress.
She probably like has a loud
I just
gasp of
imagine they get
like
into
him
a shouting
actually
match.
him actually offering her like a raise. Like, what the, are you screwing with me or something like that?
Well, yeah. Hold on, wait.
If there are enemies
Oh,
nearby.
they do have a GIF of it. Simone, this is Simone in the. I just posted in Terra Nova.
yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good.
So
That's perfect. Okay. So
yes, so
it's kind
basically
of
in
a
reverse order, yeah,
draw.
Simone's like, God damn it, you fuck with me, and then we got Alistair. I mean, Conrad, they're just smiling.
He's smiling.
Yeah,
He's just smiling at her, but not in a particularly slimy way. Like a little less slimy than usually his smiles are.
Usually.
Almost, yeah. Almost like he finds all this charming, like that. Like that he has some kind of a trip down nostalgia lane while he's just in this very awkward and strange conversation. But
Yeah.
like he's basically he seems like he's a little less threatening than usual, a little less screwed up in the head when he's talking about this particularly. He doesn't say much. He is as ever an enigma, but he's basically just like
Exactly.
not um not everything I do is with foul motives, but I understand the trepidation. Forget it. I don't want to make you uncomfortable at all. Well, whatever the uh, pay rate is, if you're comfortable with that, I am not going to cause you any any drama there. Just good work, good work, and I hope you're happy with the um, new colleagues you have with the assistants for the paleontology crew. How has that went over?
They all seem pretty nice so far. I mean, I have no complaints in here. To answer your original question, for the time being, I'm fine with what I'm getting paid. I appreciate the offer, and
No problem.
it's good to see. Like, I apologize for the outburst, but you know, there've been a
It's
couple.
expected. It's
Like, I'll be
expected.
honest with you. There've been a couple times where you've just kind of made me uneasy, and it's come to a head, and I apologize, Conrad.
I'm I'm sorry for that, Simone. But we all have our baggage, but I know I'm a man of this company, and uh, trust issues always arise when talking with somebody from their side. But I I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself with this, but uh, you can trust me.
The
I have
trustworthy talent.
no well, not just that. I mean you no harm. I mean you no harm and no I have not tried anything sneaky to screw you over yet
Yeah.
with any of my proposals.
Well,
So
Yes.
Yet
He
is
even
doing a
said
lot
it.
of work there.
I he's trying to be as accurate as as he can. So he says, I have not done anything bad. I have not done anything bad to you yet. I've told you the complete truth. Everything I've told you up until now has been the complete truth to you. So again, if you have any like needs saving up for something and any career goals, whatever, any special motivations that you need particular help with, feel free to ask. You've been extremely useful and reliable, most of all, which I find very important for this colony. So if you think that something is not going uh, your way in the sense of if anything becomes unfair or any hostilities, let me know. I've got your back. Believe it or not, the company
Of
man
course.
is not always a fucking bastard. So
Mhm.
So anyway, oh,
One thing I will bring up, because I just remembered it. I don't know how it slipped my mind, but the thing with Fat Mikey and his bullshit. I will bring that up to you, Conrad. I'll say,
oh no.
well, you know, I attended a Towers and Trolls game hosted in community center by, uh, it is Fat Mikey in this game, isn't it?
Yes, this guy right here,
Correct?
this
Yeah.
check magnet,
Okay. Yep. Hosted by
the
Fat
janitor,
Mikey,
the
yeah,
roast.
janitor, and he raised well, he inserted some of his own fetishes into this well, this session of gameplay, and
Oh my
made
god.
me very uncomfortable. It made the other attendee very uncomfortable, and I don't know if it's you I talked to about maybe doing the whole freaking you know this is not what you say in public. These are private thoughts. You know. Um.
my department has a lot of HR people.
Yes.
I have special people for each type of response there. So what would to not suppose and not go overboard, what would you wish suppose that an appropriate response would be?
Um. I would suggest maybe he gets like a warning, and he can't run his games for X amount of weeks, possibly.
Weeks.
I'm not
Understood.
asking you to just completely say he can't run the game, because he is getting he is getting paid to run it, and just a little bit of extra income, and I'm not gonna totally deprive him of that, but I definitely want the point raised of like, if you're gonna run a game in this setting, or in the community center, there are certain things that you need to not have in the game, or you aren't able to respect your players, and don't include them in your weird jack off fantasy type shit.
In other
Mhm.
news, this is basically Simone right now.
Let me see.
Basically.
Okay. Yep. Understood. Understood, Simone. Count that to be dealt with. You will not have any unpleasantries with this person anymore. They will fully understand. You don't have to worry about letting him know. We shall deal with that hastily.
All right. Thank you, Conrad. I appreciate it.
No problem. Simone.
So while that's cooking, so Kenshin, are you there? I see you're in the call but muted.
I am. Sorry. I was fixing my room from my grandparents' visit.
Okay, are you able to do stuff like play or?
I can't get onto the thing at the moment. I will be on the Foundry,
Okay.
whatever it's called,
I don't
in a bit.
expect you to need to do any roles. It's just like, are you able to like actually play your character? Because I
Oh
have,
yeah, I will.
a few scenes. Okay, so well, first I need to get a drink because I was laughing so much.
I heard.
Okay. So anywho,
He doesn't have that old Western accent. I can't trust him. You got
so
names, I say.
anywho,
I can trust him.
yeah, so a bit of a, because basically this was this whole thing with Conrad and Simone was like a few weeks from the little flashback we're gonna have. So basically, back
Yes.
when your character Collins is arriving at Terra Nova, so the scene is basically you're arriving at the spaceport, you're in line, you're getting your your ID checked, and also like getting new like colony ID, and like information brochures, and like information on like where you're supposed to like live. um so you to your right, there is a woman with medium length short, or not medium length, like short, that doesn't make sense, like medium length blonde hair, um and she looks over to you and says, she strikes up a chat with you, says like, what's your story? How'd you end up working security at this place?
I'm what some people might call a drifter. I'm not particularly settling down anywhere in particular at any point. It's money. It really brings me anywhere nowadays.
And she's like, yeah, money. That definitely seems to be a recurring trend here. Which, first of all, in terms of her voice, so she has sort of an old timey sort of like Boston or Brooklyn sort of accent, like somewhere between Yogurt and Spaceballs and Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series. That's kind of an interesting comparison, but just that's sort of where we're at.
Gotcha.
um, and she says, like she can relate to that. It's like, I was part of the United Nations Interplanetary Corps peacekeeping force that was deployed to Somalia. The company paid top dollar to get me on the payroll instead of the UN's payroll, which is why I was surprised that they transferred me here. She also mentions that she's heard there's been a few incidents here within the past year, closer to about 18 months, which range from a small army of marauders causing problems, and even a rival corporation sending saboteurs to bring down the colony.
Sounds like you guys have been busy.
And it's like, well, I mean, I just got here. That's, same as you.
Fair enough.
It just
My
says,
apologies.
so I take it you're working security then as well?
I guess for now, until I find something better to do.
She's like, well, I applied for security as well. She offers you a handshake. Rosalind Kritza.
Just
Or
stares at her
Rosie.
hand. Is that how we greet people here, or is there some kind of other way?
Yeah, I thought a handshake would be kind of universal, but
I don't know. In some places, it's a challenge, and I shake her hand.
she says, well, rest assured, I'm not challenging you. Oh, seems like we're going to be
You said your
coworkers.
name. I didn't get it copied down.
John Lee, cameraman, in quotations, Collins.
Though, just like I said before, I mean, if it's fine with you, Kenshin, I'm just going to refer to him as Collins because the reason why is because we have a player
Last
whose
name,
actual name is John.
Damn.
So referring to him, like referring to your character by his first name, is guaranteed to cause confusion. So I'm just going to stick with Collins. I usually refer to characters by their first names, but in this case, it's kind of a must. Anyway,
Well, if you want to just call him John while we're playing, that's fine, and just call me, Richard. Perfectly fine.
Okay.
I'm good with being called Collins. It would probably be more aligned with his military background anyway.
All right, so Collins it is. So anyway, so the guy like the spaceport calls next, and I guess Rosie goes. She gets her ID and says, "I'll be seeing you around." And then you're called up, and then you're given. So Collins, you're given some like an informational brochure and like keys and some other stuff. Like so, you're assigned to a housing unit. There is a housing unit that has a space left over that was never filled. That by interesting coincidence actually happens to be the same housing unit that your boss is in. Like you're not necessarily his roommate, but basically like there are housing units that hold 6 people, and each person gets a room, and like it's basically like a college dorm, sort of.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so you're given directions to the housing unit, which just as a visual reference, I'll bring up this map. Have to blow off the dust, but because we haven't used it in a while. So like this housing unit is where well, actually, I realize there are 2 rooms because Richard was technically is the 5th, but he doesn't stay in this particular housing unit. So basically, you have a choice between this room or this one.
Well, I'm security, so put me closest to the door.
All right. So I will drag. Where is Collins? And then I will. I mean, this map isn't really used that much anymore, but just for reference, home text. Yep. And it's Collins' room. But you are, your next order of business basically after you drop off all your stuff is, to go check in with Marshall Zims at the at the security HQ, which I will bring us back over to the colony map. The security team HQ is in the administration district, so you go there, and it's more or less structured like basically like a police station. And the receptionist looks up and sees you and says, "Oh, hello. Are you? What brings you here?"
I'm the new security guy. Just trying to settle, I guess.
And the receptionist says, "So I take it then you do you have a meeting with Marshall Zims?"
I guess I was kind of just thrown into this last minute.
Okay.
I wanted her to say, do you have any idea how little that narrows things down?
Yeah, I suppose it's a more accurate and honest response, if I'm being honest. But yeah, the receptionist basically brings up a phone and calls Albert. So Albert, you get a call from your receptionist saying, Marshall Zims, we have the new security personnel have arrived. One of them is here for a meeting with you. His name is checks the register. Collins.
I'll check my schedule. I assume I don't have anything scheduled with him, but I will. If he wants to talk to me, I'll let him come talk to me. So I say,
Okay.
all right, wait, escort him in, or send him in.
Okay. So the receptionist, like I would imagine there are probably at least one other officer in the room, and so that security team member just kind of does like the arm gesture, like come on, and leads you down the hall through the precinct and to Zim's office. So, the officer knocks on the door. I'm assuming you let him in.
Oh no! At this point, I prevent after inviting him in. Now I deny him.
Nice, good one.
Damn, I
Suck,
guess I'll
okay.
just go use the toilet and wait.
But anyway,
Get
so
punked, loser.
anyway, so Collins is led into the room, and the officer. Hold on, I let me see who it would be. I'll just pick a name. I guess it would just be Sheila. She says, "It's like, sir, this is Collins, and I will leave you to get acquainted." Then she takes her leave.
Thank you.
Collins, yes. I haven't had a chance yet to review your file. As you might know, there's a large number of new security personnel, so it's taking me a while to get through all of them. But I'm happy to meet you, so I stand up and shake his hand.
I shake the hand.
Please,
I-
please have a seat.
I'm more comfortable standing respectfully.
Military background, eh? Well, Collins, you're not in the military anymore, and this is how we do things out here in the colonies. So please, take a seat.
Is it disrespectful if I keep standing?
At this point,
I'm your
Kinda?
boss, so you're kind of refusing an order.
Yeah, he
I
offered
was
you
asking
twice.
if it was
Testing.
disrespectful, but I'll sit down.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the implication there. But anyway, so you sit down, and
So, was there something you wanted to talk to me about?
Not particularly, just checking in. That kind of pushed me this way. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
I mean, well,
roughly.
just to clarify that, it is actually like you're not necessarily given a set of questions to discuss with them, but per the new Collins things, like you're basically just reporting into your new boss for the first time. Which, I mean, obviously, if he has any questions for you, then he can ask. I mean, and he, as in Albert, can ask. It's just like basically what you're doing right now is just like not necessarily a job interview, but like you're reporting your first day at work, just to say, hey, I've arrived at the
Right.
colony, and get to know who you're working with, that kind of thing. So that's why you're here.
Did you give me a file on him? I did not see that if you did.
You would have gotten a file on him, but I mean, if Collins wanted to sort of personally explain and introduce himself, I mean, you have an option to do that. Otherwise, we'll just give a
I'll
because he
just
did
hand
hash
him
out
a
his.
copy of his file.
Okay. Well, he doesn't have that as a handout, so.
Damn. I'm sure I would have had that on me.
Well, no, I mean, like out of character, Megas does not
Okay.
have that.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
that's
was-
what I'm asking. So let's
Could I
just play
just
it
give
as
him a
again.
copy?
You presumably your file is on record. I just haven't read it, and so we can just talk through stuff.
Yeah. And also,
Uh,
this is really your question, like for Collins, like if there are any questions you have for the marshal, then this is a time you can ask him.
I don't really have questions, sir. I just need a list of duties and I'll go do it.
Well, that's a great attitude to have. We do have several different departments and different types of posting. I'd like to go through. What's your experience?
What have I not done? I know how to kill things pretty good. I've guarded shipments of important things I wasn't allowed to know about, and I've delivered people to destinations, gagged and ungagged.
Lovely.
I've not worn credentials for a few things. I'd like to just say I'm an all-rounder.
Certainly a valuable skill set. Tell me, so you do have military experience, correct?
Yes, there's a blip in it as I was a POW for a while.
Interesting. Well, I imagine that was not an easy experience. I won't press you further on it. Um, what do you think about joining our customs team? That involves, processing new arrivals such as yourselves, scanning cargo, making sure that there's no smuggling going on, things of that nature. Would that be interesting to you?
I'm really okay moving around the base, doing whatever you need, but if that's gonna be the first station, I have no objections.
Well, there certainly are opportunities to move on different tasks. We never have enough people for everything, so you may indeed be working on something different every day.
No, you just tell me what to do. I don't really have an agenda other than make money and help the colony.
Excellent. How long have you been with Wayland?
I'm a recent acquisition, I believe is the word.
New hire, basically.
Yeah. This is going to be my first job with them long term and not things I NDA'd.
Interesting. Well, I may ask some questions about what your previous work experience is. I'm not sure how familiar you are with what's been going on here in this colony, but we're certainly no quiet backwater. We had some kinetic incidents with some Russian mercenaries not too long ago, and you may have noticed uh, when the shuttle was descending. Um, we do actually have a missile battery installed in the colony premises, and I'll tell you, there's a good reason for it.
I imagine if you needed to install missiles, there's a great reason.
Yes, indeed. We also do have a contingent of U.S. Army personnel, or out of character, they are U.S. Army,
Yeah,
right?
U.S. Army.
Yes, we do have a squad of U.S. Army personnel that are just arrived at the base as well. So I'm not sure if uh, you might have worked with any of them before, but they're another factor we have to account for.
Understood. I might go say hi in my free time.
Indeed. We have just to summarize. We have seemed to draw in a lot of attention here, and we've had our more fair share of action. So your skills and experience will certainly be highly valued, and hopefully we won't have to count on those skills. But based
Me
on the way
too.
things have been going in the last year since I got here, unfortunately that may be the case.
I'm prepared to do my job, even if that risks my life. It's what I signed and not getting reimbursed for anyway, so just make it loud and flashy if it comes down to it.
I understand. There's certainly far more opportunities to be fairly compensated in the private sector out here in colonies like this.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but our scientists and prospectors have made several valuable discoveries recently, and the economic future of the colony is looking bright. And that means people like us can share in a piece of that success as well.
I've never really been a loud person, and I'm not shooting a gun. I just, if possible, will do my job. Hopefully grow old and die here.
Colony life array. Well, we do have some of those.
I've lived a very exciting life, and it's time to wade into waters that are not as deep.
Certainly, I understand. Well, if there's nothing else, I have other matters to attend to. It was a pleasure talking to you, Mr. Collins.
One question.
Of course.
Designated smoking areas?
Out of character, I have no idea what the smoking laws would be. I mean, alien, like, I'm...
Damn, this isn't thought about?
There are no designated smoking areas.
Well,
Because everything is a
Yeah,
stored
says-
area in Alien.
I mean,
That's
based
the
on
guy
what I've
who
seen,
puts-
like, in Alien and Aliens, like, I assume it's just like the 80s or 70s where everyone is smoking all the time, so...
well,
Everywhere.
okay, well, two things. Number one, El Presidente said no smoking areas when he has a fucking endless cigar.
No. I mean, there's no designated smoking areas,
Oh.
as in, like, you can just fucking do whatever the fuck.
I mean, as long as you don't
Make sure I
smoke
do it
your,
around
like,
some methane.
yeah, as long as you don't
Maybe
smoke
don't
near
like
anything
blow
flammable.
smoke into an infant's face.
Okay, so what I'll
I
say
would
is...
never.
Well, if you haven't met our dear colony leader, he's very enthusiastic about the burning and inhaling of tobacco products. So, as long as
Fellow
you,
enthusiast.
as long as you don't, as long as you're polite about it, there's no restrictions on smoking, other than obviously in clean air, clean scientific and medical areas.
Yeah, like don't
Oh.
chuck a lit cigar in the jungle.
Why? It's fun for the whole family.
It's fucking flammable for the whole...
Do we know if the alien plants and things are flammable? That's one way to test it.
I got you, boss. Flick. Anyway. That's all I have for you, sir. Do you need me to report in immediately into the check-in area, or...
No, you can spend today and get yourself settled, get familiar with the colony. I'm sure that you have personal matters to attend to, and I'll just tell him some like generic details about reporting for duty tomorrow or some kind of thing like that.
Define personal duties. I don't really have a lot of personal things myself.
You know, get familiar with the different restaurants and food options on the colony. Rent a Jeep and take a look around the colony. Just familiarize yourself with the area. It'll be valuable as part of your duties.
Understood.
Okay, so is that all you guys are discussing before we move to the next scene?
I'm good. Let's
Okay.
stand up, almost salute, and then stop
Alright.
myself and
All right. So
bow awkwardly, leave the room.
yeah. So meanwhile, so by flashing forward again to after Simone and Conrad had their interesting exchange, and I see Emily just stepped away, or at least as of 4 minutes ago. So where is it? So now we have our first major, well, the major event. So El Presidente, while you are in your office, you are actually sought out by two people in the command staff, namely Danny and Sky. Who
It's not my fault.
they just look at each other. It's like,
Oh no.
what isn't your fault, sir?
Oh, sorry. No, don't worry about that. It's
Instinctual answer.
yeah, it's had a long storied career, a lot of different jobs.
Anyway, Danny says, so the communications division picked up a weak SOS beacon that is originating on one of the planets in system, specifically Koi 416c. And it's mandated per interstellar law that in the event that an SOS is broadcast, any crew or colonists with spacecraft at their disposal are to investigate and provide assistance. It matters not if they're truckers, scientists, military, etc. And out of character,
Our
the
ships are all under maintenance.
the party specifically isn't obligated to go, but a team will have to go out there, and you have the option of assigning yourself and anybody else of your choice to join the rescue party.
All of our ships are in the shop right now.
Nice try.
Damn.
Yeah, telling to the engineer who
Yeah.
knows where the ships are.
Yeah, exactly. She's the fucking chief engineer. She would have the ship fixed.
They're only in the repairs. I know, I repair them.
So, yeah, but basically the question begs, it's like, are you going to personally go on this rescue mission, or are you just going to be hands off and just leave it to everybody else?
You know, there's like I got all this stuff going on, man, and like, you know. Yeah, yeah, let's have someone else do it.
Out of character, are you absolutely positive? Because that does mean that you wouldn't. I mean, you could control like an NPC, but like basically the adventure is happening on a planet in system that isn't this one. So
Yeah, you know what? I'll go along for the sake of. I'm gonna like sigh and be like, I guess I gotta. Presidente, coming to save the day again.
well, Danny, yeah, picking up on your disappointment, she says like, well, I mean, think about it, sir. If you know, if potentially if the ship crashed and there are no survivors on board, salvage rights would default to you. So potentially, if it was a cargo ship carrying gold or something.
I see.
Arturo thinking how to make sure.
So
Arturo
you're saying
how to make sure they don't survive.
So you're saying if they're dead, we get their shit?
Well, assuming they're already dead and that you didn't kill them.
What if we?
It's
I'll have to
okay.
think
Collins
about
has
that.
done
What if we
this
say they
before.
were already
Space is
dead
dangerous. Accidents
when we
happen.
get
I don't
there?
know, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Better not discuss that with the NPCs. With our goody two shoes.
I don't know
geez,
why
I mean,
there's bullet
in
holes
that
in
case, I really hope they're okay. Wink, wink. I hope they're just doing swell.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so El Presidente, I take it you're going on the mission then?
Well, I mean, you know, if you want something done right.
Okay. So, let me get this right. So, but anyway, so Sky says, because I believe you basically promoted her to be of like equal importance to Conrad.
Well, almost equal, like pretty close.
Well, basically, I'm asking like if Conrad is going on the mission, then she would temporarily be running the place in your absence.
Sure.
We're trying to figure out your secession plans so that when we off you, we know who takes over.
The sheriff
you know what?
plans
That's a
are clear
really
as
good
hell.
point.
I come back taking a bio break, and the first thing I hear is we're
The sheriff
trying to
planning
figure
a
out,
coup.
yeah, trying to figure out order of secession after you get
You know,
assassinated, El Presidente.
I'm sure it's of great surprise, but there is a reason that I brought in the U.S. Army.
Yeah, I wonder why.
But Emily, just for context, I don't know how much you missed, but basically, there's been a revelation that Danny and Sky have brought to El Desperado's attention, where basically there's an SOS beacon of a ship that crashed on a nearby planet in system, and per interstellar law, a ship is required, like a rescue team. You know, if you have a ship, you are obligated by interstellar law to go out and try to see if there are any survivors. So basically, yeah, the whole Megus's comment was based on the fact that, assuming that El Presidente and Conrad both went on the mission, chain of command would temporarily fall on Sky as the Union steward. That's what we were hashing out. And then, of course, Magus, true to form, made a brilliant joke about that. So
Yes, a joke.
yeah, there he goes
From the
again.
sheriff with 15 other new guns at his side. Lovely.
Anyway, so El Presidente, I'm assuming you're going to notify the gang about what's been going on.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, you know what? A real important thing. Another group of fucking castaways. Probably thieves again this time, so, if we gotta, we'll kill them. Hopefully not, Hopefully they're already dead so we can take their shit, but you didn't hear that from me.
Oh, thank God that
You
these
sound
messages
like
aren't
Grievous. I
recorded.
mean Horgust. All your shit are belong to Horgust. But anyway, okay, so yeah, you notify the whole party, which I would assume then Albert would notify Richard and Collins. So basically for the away team, I need to double check the capacity of the ore chariot. Let's see, the ore chariot can hold 7 crew and 3 passengers, so technically 10 people. So you could theoretically pay for an upgrade to hold more people.
We could just have someone stand.
Okay,
That's
so
okay, I guess.
But don't we need are they close? We should need, since we're going FTL, even to go to a nearby star system, we're gonna have some short cryo, like
well,
a day or
here's
two.
here's the thing
right?
that I realized. Richard, do you want to mention anything about your potential availability to pilot and
Oh.
not be? How by this point, out of character, is it still a secret or?
What's a secret?
You remember what happened in the bar when you got stabbed?
Oh yeah, yeah. I can pilot.
Well, I was
There's no
referring more
issue.
to never mind. Like what happened when you got stabbed? What?
That's if they tell them. I'm not telling nobody. If they tell them, then
Well,
they
I'm
tell them.
asking
If
like
not, they
in
don't.
character. In character, are you keeping it under wraps? But out of character, are you fine with just saying it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, basically, Colin, that was all about because Richard. You don't know this in character, but Richard is actually a synthetic. So he technically doesn't need to go into cryo. He can. If he wants to maintain the illusion, he can. But if Richard doesn't really
Or
give a
I'm the
shit,
first one into cryo and first one out.
well, but the problem is it would still be taking a cryopod. I was just saying
Yeah.
that, like, depending on if you really gave a shit
Exactly.
about being being undercover still, like, you could just stay awake while everybody else is in cryo. But obviously that would tip anybody who isn't.
Yeah.
Because basically, like, all of the other PCs, like, since the start, are aware of this because they pretty much saw it happen. But it is not. Otherwise,
And
isn't
a few
public
of the
knowledge.
security detail.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Including
supposed
one
to
guy
say
who
secret.
got his fucking nut blown off by El Presidente, but gonna get shot in the groin with a 44 Magnum. So,
Is cryo is needed for inter-system travel? I guess the ships don't go that fast.
that is a good point actually, that it technically wouldn't be, but in terms of like the crew capacity, that's also taking into account like rations and stuff. And you have to also consider with cryo, here's the thing. If the ship experienced like mechanical failure or something and was like stranded on the planet until a second ship came to repair it, if you ran out of food, then you would have to enter cryo.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just more contingency planning than an actual necessity to enter it.
I don't know how, if we have anything firmly established on like ship sublight speeds, but I assume they can go fast enough to do travel within like a couple days.
Yeah, no,
in,
it wouldn't
in their system.
it wouldn't take like months to get there. It would just be a few days to reach Koi 416C. So
Yeah, I mean, if it's another like system outside of this one, it's not just a planet in this system, but like another star system.
yeah, that would take
then
much longer. But like this
oh,
particular,
so this is just another
this is
planet
in
in this
yeah, this
system?
is in system. That's
Oh,
why it's only taking a few days instead of several months.
yeah, I completely was like not computing that correctly.
Because
So yeah,
basically,
yeah,
the
yeah,
reason
yeah.
your planet is Koi
makes sense.
416D is because it's the fourth planet away from the sun.
Yeah. Now I
416C is
now I
closer
get
to the
it.
sun. I mean, it's not
Awesome.
like Mercury level close, but
Yeah,
you know,
but it's completely doable.
Yeah.
Everything sublight, any speed there. So yeah, great.
Okay. So, but yeah, so for the away team, so we've got 6 PCs. Who else are you bringing with you? And like I said, you could potentially do some renovations to the ship to try to get extra cryopods.
How much would those renovations cost?
Let's find out. Where
Because I don't
is
know if we have the funds.
Bitch Plays? You guys got thousands of dollars. You can afford it. So,
Well, ship modules are millions, from what I
not
remember.
Well, some of them are, but hold on. Internal modules. So cryo deck. So cryo deck 2. Well, it's kind of
This
what
is a
you guys are.
legitimate business expense. We're not paying for this personally, right?
That's true. Well, yeah. So if you wanted to get a second cryo deck 2, then that could that's $200,000, and that could hold an additional 10 people. Which, like, if you're taking it out of the company fund, I will say in this case, I mean, you're gonna have to message Ashby about it, but I feel like in this situation, it's a reasonable expense, so it's not going to come out of your budget, and especially because the colony probably has the resources to make it. So if you want to do that, you can. But any other upgrades, you know, you're paying like either paying out of pocket, or you're going to take a penalty to your economy stat. But in this case, so yeah, the Ore Chariot. Let's see,
Yeah,
modules.
we can upgrade that then.
Yeah, so it has Cryodeck 2, and then so modules. Hold on, 8 size 2. How many size 2? Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, it could have another Cryodeck 2. So now it can hold 20 people, a max of 20 people.
Not bad, because we never know how many survivors could be.
Exactly. Yeah, you would have
planned.
to. That's a good point. So
Because if not, then it would be who gets the short straw, and I do not want to play that game on an
yeah,
alien planet.
yeah. So okay. So who all are you bringing with you? I mean, obviously the whole party, reasonably, but
Yes. Conrad wants Danny to stay, and for her to some other engineer. You said there was another
yeah.
grad
There's
staff, like
this guy
her
right
replacement.
here, and then there's obviously
Awesome.
Jessica the medic. So you've got
Yeah.
oh god, yeah, Jessica. Poor Jessica. She's probably gonna get absolutely maimed. Courtesy of Conrad, if there's anything bad on the ship. But yeah, so Jeff Locklear is the an engineer from like the engineering staff. Danny introduces him to you guys and says, you know, he's one of the finest in the engineering staff. So if you encounter mechanical issues either aboard our ship or theirs, then you know, with his help, you should be able to get it fixed. So, and then obviously Jessica is, you know, assigned as like a spare EMT. So, who all are you going to bring? Any other sort of support personnel, or like how many security team members and/or army soldiers? Any?
Maybe we shouldn't take too many people just to have as much room as possible
That is
spare
true.
for who knows how many survivors. I think that, like, unless Albert wants just a couple more people, but like I think that we are already relatively capable. I mean, we have Simone, the awesome shot there, Sparrow, which wrecks the new security personnel. Conrad does not know, but he presumes has some skill.
Yeah,
That
I mean, you've already got
should
3
be enough.
well, 2, and then like sort of a part-time security operative in the form of Simone, then an engineer, a medic. This is a question: do you want to bring extra security personnel just in case, or for that matter, extra like support personnel, i.e., medics or engineers or scientists or
So,
anybody else?
so
Maybe one
question.
more
I mean,
medic.
is
just
this
in
something
case.
we should be going on as PCs? Like, I mean, I know we do most events together. Like, should I be going?
Do you want to go? Because like I said, El Presidente, just for reference, is like the big major event of this cycle is happening on this other planet. So like if Albert wasn't there personally, then you would basically just I would just give you temporary control of an NPC, just so you'd
Yeah.
have somebody to play. So
We got important business to attend to. This big important stuff.
because you
I'm
can
sure.
leave like Alexandra and or Dustin in charge of the
Yeah.
security team if you want to.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is like, I think my character likes being hands-on. So I think I would go.
Okay.
And I have people that I trust in the security team, and there's nothing else going on, and yeah.
All right. So do you want to just leave like Alexandra in charge, and then take Dustin with you,
Yeah,
or
I'll leave Alexandra in charge, and I'll bring how about I bring Dustin and our new PC with me.
okay? So Dustin joins the mission, and Collins is here. Are you taking any other security folk, or do you think this is sufficient?
Yeah, I mean, look, I could take some of the new people because it's like, oh, this could be a good training exercise. It's
Yep.
just a crash ship. There's nothing dangerous, of course.
Yeah, I mean it's Alien. How often do crash ships actually have something dangerous on board?
Yeah, let me look through the list of people here.
Maybe we should let the new folk like not be immediately traumatized by going to another planet. I mean, we encounter.
It's okay. I'm already been traumatized. I can't be traumatized twice.
Yeah, can't break what's already
I don't know if
broken.
that's how that works.
I can't multiply 1 by 0. It's still 0.
PTSD has no multiplier.
These people aren't children. They've seen action before.
I don't have PTSD. I have nostalgia.
Yeah, PTSD, baby.
God. Yeah, but yeah, like in character, Conrad is definitely gonna argue for having Sparrow and Simone join people that he generally kind of finds more trustworthy for these things. And
So
yeah,
he's
I
scared
mean,
of
yeah,
Richard.
he is scared and he trusts him. Relationships are complicated. Relationships can be very complicated, but
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Is that the?
amongst other things, but but at the same time, I mean, he is hands-on, but he can't let like both the sheriff and our admin go without him looking at what the fuck they're going to do. Like he does not want to let that happen on its own. So when one goes, all of the misfit trio goes.
Right. But yeah,
I'll
final
bring
boarding call. Oh,
I'll bring Kritzker,
Kretzer.
Kritzer, and Mercer. How about that?
Sure. So, so Rosie and Elijah join the mission, and I take it then that's everybody you want to bring aboard.
And obviously we have like a medic or some medical people.
Yeah, Jessica.
maybe another medic. I mean, just in case if one becomes a meat shield.
Yeah, so you can use the other one as a meat shield.
We need spares. We need spares.
Yeah, so I don't have a specific other character made, but there is a medical doctor like NPC that is
generic medic. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like doesn't have any art or anything, but there is a generic medic that has pretty damn good stats actually.
Oh, maybe he can be my shield.
No, he doesn't have those kind of good stats. He has strength 2. He's even weaker than Jessica.
Yeah, so please don't use the medics as meat shields, Conrad. I never thought I'd have to say that aloud, but just...
Isn't their job to protect life? I was just helping them do their job. I mean, I was just trying to preemptively come to them for them to treat my future wounds. Instead, they just caught the wounds themselves. I mean,
very
that was
heroic
an
of them
event.
to take that burden upon themselves.
Well, that's the Hippocratic Oath, right? Right. Never mind. I'll be sticking with my sturdy Richard here. He is the best. Support.
Okay, so yeah, so that's the away team as I
My
understand.
sturdy Richard.
If I dodge the bullet, you're gonna get hit, right?
I feel like an interesting band name. Some really like shitty indie pop.
My sturdy Richard.
So anyway, so
Richard is short for dick.
Oh gosh! I never
think
knew
you
that.
got
Oh my god!
backwards.
Yeah.
You're just now realizing this, right?
So, just to recap, so Richard is sturdy, big, and leaks white fluid. Is that what's going on
here? Conrad just has an expression on his face like,
Magus, give yourself a story point for that if you can hold one.
No, I've already got 3.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can't believe it took Conrad that long to realize. Oh my god! But great fun.
Okay. Anyway, so you all so you all pile aboard the ore chariot. It is a
quick. Sorry for interrupting, but a question before we set off to our new journey. Since we're outfitting with the expanded cryo decks, etc., do you have like a little time for another scene? Just
yeah,
before
if you want to. Well, before that, that did remind me because I got a little too far ahead of myself. Are you bringing anything like what extra gear or weapons or vehicles, if any, like are you bringing anything else with you?
A bomb.
Oh yeah, we should organize that. We need spacesuits for. Do we know the statistics of the nearby planet?
Yes. You would have survey data of Koi 416c, which the planet is devoid of an atmosphere, so compression suits will be necessary while you're outside. Also of note, because this is something that would have been brought up in the briefing, or like when Danny and Sky approached El Presidente. So a little bit of information on the ship itself, according to the sensor beacon. It is the U.S. CSS Manifest Destiny. It is a colony ship of the same class as the usual one that drops off colonists here in Terra Nova. But the thing is that, judging from the direction that it was heading when it crashed, it was heading back towards the core systems rather than further out into space.
Oh, wait, is this the same colony ship that brought these people, the new ones, and is just going?
No, it's different.
Oh, no, it was different. Mm-hmm. A whole colony ship. Okay, yeah, it's probably doesn't have that many people.
Yeah, because it's heading back to Earth, not or in the direction of Earth, not to a colony. So
interesting. Well, what could happen to a colony ship? let's just hope it's a freak accident. But yes, we need the appropriate gear. So spacesuits for everyone.
Yep.
We need rope. We need grapple hooks. We
Yep.
need medical equipment. Do we have the medpod bays on our ship for any grievous injuries?
I think you might have an auto dock, but that's about it. Let me just double check that.
Okay, anything
It's
better
an
than
ore
nothing.
hauler, so probably not.
Well, I
Uh,
mean the
most
Nostromo
ships
had
kind
one,
of
I think.
should. Yeah, basic things.
You do have a med lab, yes.
A medal, yeah, for basic things, okay. So rope, grappling hooks. Do we have any spare vehicles that we can use?
Yes. The question is, what kind are you bringing with you? Like, are you bringing a rover or the ATVs or a drop shuttle? What are you bringing with you?
A drop shuttle would be good to have. It would speed things up a lot. Since it's a planet without an atmosphere, I don't expect too many. I don't expect too many liquids there. So, a rover would also maybe suffice. What do you all think, team?
I don't know enough, sir.
Simone, since you are a prospector and this is, in a sense, prospecting another planet just for a rescue mission, but do you think that kind of gear would be appropriate for such terrain?
I mean, it couldn't hurt to bring it. Just so we have, all our bases covered.
Is there anything else that's that comes to anybody's mind that I have maybe not mentioned of the gear? So,
Snacks?
of course, we shall bring food along with medical provisions.
Yep.
We'll definitely have some. We definitely
There's
need
plenty of
that.
snacks.
Yes.
I love
Always
that. You were
snacks.
the best
First
employers I've
packed.
ever had.
So
Always snacks. We have
So
cool.
yeah, and also for your vehicle
Wayland-
bay, you have a
Wayland brings
vehicle
us
bay
some coffee.
3.
Okay. So that means the drop shuttle could fit in there, right?
Yeah, I would say like it doesn't. I don't know if a drop like if aerial like planetary vehicles count as vehicle bay or hangar, but I'll just say vehicle bay because that's what you're. Like I don't think the rules specify that, but I'll just say it, the drop shuttle like it would be kind of a tight fit, but the drop shuttle could fit in the vehicle bay. But if you were taking the drop shuttle, because I think hold on, let me do so for reference, a rover is a total is 8.8 meters long. A drop shuttle, not dorp shuttle, drop shuttle is 36. Drop shuttles are pretty large.
Mm-hmm. So could a rover fit inside a drop shuttle?
If I
Drop shuttles have
because
those things.
well, you remember in Alien Covenant, the drop shuttles from that.
It
Did have
those. Okay.
yeah, it did have that little like hangar bay at the front. I mean, there was a side ramp that all the colonists went out of, but like.
But it's small, yeah, not for a vehicle.
Yeah, because and the rovers, for reference, are those little orange quad buggies from Prometheus. So
they're hefty.
yeah.
So do you reckon that our a bit large ship would it be able to fit in a drop shuttle and a rover, or it's one or the other type of
It would be one or the
choice?
other if you wanted a rover or a drop shuttle. So
Mhm.
now, I mean,
What's the vote
if you
then?
did pick a rover, you could have multiple rovers.
True. So what's the vote? One drop shuttle or a few rovers? What do y'all think is better?
I would say
Maybe,
drop shuttle just for the sheer reconnaissance factor of it, depending
Yeah.
on
That
if
it
it's
can hold.
forested or not.
It can hold, I think, like 20 people too. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, if there's a larger number, we can just take it all at once instead of going multiple times and at a greater speed. Okay.
Yep.
You both make a good point there. Then drop shuttle it is.
okay.
Are we able to bring with us any of the pups mapping devices, or do those not exist in the timeline yet?
Let me just double check that because I think the Wayland timeline actually does mention when they were made.
Oh, nice.
But let me just double check that. So
I know this specialized gear like super expensive and all that,
So
but
Yeah, they're $50,000 a pop.
yeah, they are pretty expensive. But let me just double check the Wayland timeline because I didn't. That's a good point. So hold on, just give me a sec.
Yeah,
I
because I was
hope.
looking through like the equipment and like I remember
I
the
mean, yeah,
pups
because
were a
like
thing.
surveyors could potentially have those. But it's just, I mean,
I'm looking
sorry,
to see if
sorry for
there's
the
any
delay. I
information
just want
about
to
it.
get this
You're all
right.
good.
No problem.
It was
Icon.
made in 2063. So yes.
Oh, good.
So
Okay, yeah, that's great fun.
yes, you can take. Now, I will say, I mean, as a wildcatter, you could get some without having to pay, but you would not be able to take like a whole bunch. I would say you could maybe take like, 2 because I
Okay.
mean, they're very expensive, so you can't just have like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, of course.
And keep in mind that they only map like corridors. They don't map like different rooms or vents.
Yep, I'll keep that in mind.
So,
But yeah, I'll take 2 of those, like
okay.
the max I can take, just so we have
Yeah,
a couple to
and
like
especially
send
because I think
out.
building better worlds introduced the possibility of mechanical failure in them. So,
Interesting.
let me just double check that. Unruly pups. Yes. So yeah, they basically made it a successful ComTech role is required to operate it, which covers getting it to the right location and running a scan. It can detect life forms, atmospheric conditions, toxins, and more. A failed roll means the pups didn't send a coherent response, but can be tried again. True to form for Free League, they didn't say how many times, so I would say once. Pups run on power with 5 power supply when fully charged. And then each time it's used, it must make a power supply roll. So PC might want to be careful. Their pups juice is running low, losing in the middle of nowhere might be an expensive mistake. Okay, so just keep
What
that in
about
mind.
what about also for the gear, like a classical Seaburn kit, like that's handheld,
Yeah,
so that we can
that is
have that
that
along
would be
with
you
us.
could get that from like the medical staff.
Mhm. Do any kind of preemptive early versions of motion trackers exist, or
Yes,
not yet?
Albert has one.
Ah, okay.
Yes, I do
Great.
have one. I'll bring it with me.
How many of those can we have? If
I would say probably like again another 2 can be distributed, and they are the M314, not the M316.
disadvantages there?
Well, basically, so the M314 is the one from Aliens, the handheld. It has better range and it has more power. But while you're using it, you can't use two-handed weapons.
I think if we have the need to split up, having 2 of those on hand wouldn't be a bad
Yeah,
idea.
I mean Albert. Yeah, well, Albert already has one, and that doesn't count. So
We can give
theoretically,
another to
yeah, you could.
somebody else.
Yeah, you could give up to 2 to two other characters.
I have a 2-handed weapon, so I
Okay.
gotta make sure the people behind me are safe.
Jessica, I mean, in terms of NPCs, like I know she does not have a gun, so she could carry one of the motion trackers, and then
Conrad can carry the other one. He has a one-handed weapon only.
okay. So if you want to give one of the motion trackers to
Presidente
Connor,
also has the Magnum, so
okay.
Conrad, you're our ComTech guy, right?
Yes.
Do you want to carry one of
I
the
can
pups?
assist.
Since it's also a Wayland product, I do have some pre-knowledge with them. I will help you. We can work on them together. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. then I'll delete one of them off my sheet, and you can carry the other
Okay.
one.
So Conrad, you can add a pup to your.
Yep. I'm just gonna try to find it. Yeah.
I do have an odd question.
What's up?
Is there a way I can make the a few days trip shorter?
You can potentially overcharge the engines of the fucking of the ship, but that is heavy machinery, and that can go horribly, horribly wrong. Just so you know.
Okay, never mind then. I'm
Yeah.
not doing heavy machinery.
It could be really funny though. So that's the trade-off.
It could be really funny and a
okay.
premature end to our campaign.
Well, no, I have ideas for it that wouldn't be a TPK.
Everybody explodes
Okay,
and
you
dies.
do realize
Have a
that
good day.
even if I was to roll a heavy machinery, I'm rolling 6, right?
Fuck me.
But he can't push.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a synthetic, so always need
I
to
mean,
have story points on
he
hand.
could use a story point, but
Imagine if he just
I
doesn't
do
want
have
to.
2
and
story
lets us-
points.
yeah. So if you fail, you can cover your ass. So
So whatever
Okay.
you decide, if you're not talking aloud and you're just planning in your mind, then
Yes,
Okay.
I'm just planning in my mind here. Like,
Okay.
I wonder if I
So-
can cut like a day or 2 off of this.
do you want to do that? Yes or no?
I'm going to attempt it, yes. And I'll
Okay,
use a story
so
point if I fail.
okay. All right.
Sorry. What else do we know about the planet where the Manifest Destiny crashed?
It has. I mean, it was surveyed like all the other planets in the system, and just as a recap, Koi 416c is devoid of an atmosphere and is basically just a dry, rocky sort of planet. Like I don't know if like planets similar to LV 426, or more specifically, if you guys have seen that movie on, I think it was Hulu, Long Distance. It's like that kind of planet.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't remember exactly.
So
okay.
Or you could think the Sahara Desert without an atmosphere.
well, yeah,
basically
kinda.
half the rocky planets in our system, yeah. But before we just go and let Richard do his incredibly hesitant role, while we are prepping the cryobase, etc., do you have like a few minutes for?
Yeah. So
a
while
scene
Richard
that-
is overclocking the engines, which I'll address in a sec. Yeah, Conrad, if you want to have a word with anybody, you can.
Conrad will send a message on his data pad that'll be probably just rerouted as a official message to the residential district and somebody to fetch what's the fetish gym's name.
Fat Mikey, yes. Oh
Yep.
God.
To meet him in at Garvey's bar.
So you want Fat Mikey to meet you at the bar, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh no.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, so all right, well, remind me of that later, and I'm going to move Gorham and Simmons off to the side. So yeah, so basically, Richard, make that heavy machinery roll. Oh shit! All right, use a story point.
Oh Jesus Christ.
See
So
what I'm posting
well,
Discord.
well, hold on. Well, actually, yeah. So, well, before you use the story point, actually, because what I remembered is, hold on, that's building better worlds. So when you are, overcharging a ship, where is it? Because there is actually a section what happens when like you don't, it doesn't just instantly explode. It overcharges the engine. So So if the roll fails, the ship instead suffers a reactor leak, and the engineer must make another heavy machinery roll. If this also fails, it suffers a reactor breach, and then you must make a third roll. And if the third roll fails, then the reactor explodes.
Cool, 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 cool.
It was nice knowing you guys for all of 10 minutes.
So,
God damn pathetics.
So do you want to
Yeah.
use a story point, or do
I'm
you want
just
to?
burning.
Okay.
I'm still burning the story
dick
point.
move.
I'm not making the reactor leak. I'm not screwing anybody over. I just did it for
Not
funnies.
yet, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you do succeed. So the FTL rating is decreased by 1 step for 1 week. So you're basically just overcharging the engine. It's going to go faster. So you load up the drop shuttle. You have all the like climbing gear and then the suits loaded aboard the ship. You have your away team, and yeah, is there anybody going to do anything like any other conversations you have before you enter cryosleep?
Conrad wants to have the quick chat with Mikey.
Well, I thought you were going to do that before you or after you got back.
No. He just wanted to do that because he imagines it takes like a few minutes to an hour to at least take the thing. If not, we can do that later. Like
yeah, I would
it's not
personally
needed.
prefer that it happens later. I mean, unless you
Absolutely,
really
no
have your
problem.
heart set on it, but
No problem. No,
okay.
it's there's no need.
Okay, so I mean, just while we're kind of building up to the venture that so
Okay.
so you guys you enter cryosleep, and then in what basically feels like just after sleeping for a night, the feeling of it, then you wake up. You definitely find out several days have passed, but it's not. I mean, it would have been longer had Richard not overcharged the engines. So you all eat and drink, just so you stay so you're hydrated, and also so you've eaten before, heading out into the field. Now for Richard, here's another fun role for you. Planetfall,
Oh yay!
piloting.
What time is it?
A full 11 dice.
Okay. So
I will not succeed.
do a piloting roll. You are modified, I think, by the engines of your ship. With the thrusters, or does that only apply in space combat?
Yeah, I'm not sure about Planetfall. I don't know if they have any modifiers. I have a hunch that I think the engine rating only is for combat, but
I
I
think
wouldn't
so,
be
yeah.
surprised if there's one for Planetfall. I don't remember those rules. I think not,
Interestingly
though.
enough, the ship doesn't have planetfall capability, but I'll still rule that it does. Oh god.
Well,
Okay.
that's
Do you want to use a
disappointing, I
story
guess.
point, or do you want to try that again? It basically follows the same rules as the overcharging engines.
Thankfully, I had another story point.
Okay. Because for reference,
That's
if
the last story point I have.
Okay.
I am done.
Okay. So, the ship, thankfully there isn't any like mechanical like major damage, but as you are bringing the ship in, and it's pretty like how like the atmospheric conditions were basically seemingly every Alien prequel, like when the ships are entering atmosphere, it's like all like stormy and intense.
Yeah.
So as you are touching down, you feel a very hard jolt and a loud crack and a fizzling sound.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Does anybody puke?
Just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
And then
I feel that.
Richard, I need you to do another immediate piloting roll. There you go.
Oh boy.
So it's a
God.
good goddamn thing you got that, because the the ship, like while you are like something mechanically went wrong. I mean, like mechanically in the ship, not game mechanics.
Well, a little bit of both.
Probably, yeah. But you do stabilize the ship, and you avert what otherwise would have been a very hard landing. Everybody takes 1 point of stress from, like, it's not a gentle setting it down. It's like the ship boom to like just fall, like slams down on the ground, and you all get rattled around. And obviously, what you heard, yeah. So all human characters get 1 point of stress.
Is it supposed to do
It's like riding in the back of the bus when they go over a.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so the
1 point of stress.
yeah, so you just tally that up on your character sheet. There's like a little checkbox for it. Or I think there is, yeah. So
Oh, that's my bad.
yeah, you don't need to roll it. Anyway, so when you guys are basically panicking, wondering what happened. Jeff, the mechanic, he runs out of the engineering room, or like out of like the thruster assembly, and he says the compression coil of the thrusters blew out.
Is that normal?
He says, I mean, if it's under high strain, I mean, it's definitely an older model ship, so I can understand it, having this failure, especially because it's not used to landing under these sort of conditions. Anyway, there's good news and bad news, with a rather unusual mix of both. The bad news
Lovely.
is that there isn't a spare. The good news is
What?
that from what was brought up on scans, the Manifest Destiny's thruster assembly may still have a working one. If in the event that it doesn't, the absolute worst case scenario is that one of the other ships at the colony, which, by the way, you do have mining ships that don't have FTL, but they do have sublight. One of the other ships at Terra Nova could bring over a spare, but it would take them a little while to get to us. So
Great news.
and he says, like,
Okay.
well, I mean, we were already going there anyway, so it's not too
Well,
bad.
yes, but we were hoping to bring back 2 ships, but now it's going to be a
Well,
little
keep
bit
in
of
mind, one of the ships
inconvenience.
crash landed, so
Yes, but we were
probably not
hoping
in
that we could.
position to take off.
I mean, we've invented paper airplanes.
Maybe, but okay. You do your best to see what can be repaired or preemptively to be ready for us when we have the necessary gear back in hand. So we
Well, he
can try to do
says,
this.
I mean, alternatively, if you want, I can come aboard with the search party to extract the compression coil from the Destiny.
If you volunteer, so okay, you're
Yeah,
the
probably
expert.
So
would be the worst option.
because he says, I mean, other than that, I mean, I could probably talk you through it, in terms of how to remove it, but it would probably be easier if I tagged along. So,
As you say.
are you going to leave anybody aboard the ship to guard it, or are you just going to take everybody with you?
Flock it like your car.
We absolutely
The
need
little car-like
somebody
blinker
to
thing.
stay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anyway, so you're, I'm sorry, jokes aside, like, so are you actually leaving anybody aboard the ship?
Do we want one of the security personnel or the spare medic to leave? We need to leave somebody behind.
Well,
That's my
Mercer,
vote.
he, like, Elijah says, well, I mean, I can look after the ship if you want.
What did the rest say? Do they agree with his volunteering? Would it be okay if he stays?
Who's volunteering?
Elijah.
Let me check. I think I'd be fine with that. Yeah, I'd be fine with him staying.
Okay. So Elijah stays. Oh, hold on, I gotta activate this map.
The sheriff approves. One security personnel to hold down the fort, and the rest of us shall try to be expeditive with finding
So
the
Mercer,
crash and
Elijah's over
survivors.
there. So yeah, so Elijah stays aboard the ship, and then everybody boards the drop shuttle. And I mean, are you going to be? I assume you're going to be wearing your suits and you're just flying over to, speed up the travel.
Yes.
Okay.
Which suits? So we put it on our
You would
character
have
sheets.
the Eco suit, not the Eco 2, but just the Eco All-World Survival suit.
Understood.
So, and I mean, it has the same armor rating as Riot armor, so mechanically you're not really losing much there. So
I want to panic everyone that doesn't know that I'm a synthetic, so I'll just walk out without a helmet. Just put the helmet on.
okay.
Nice.
Well, we'll address that when you land.
You don't know.
But so anyway,
No one gets that quote. Okay.
sorry, I do not. But anyway, so you guys
I need to
all.
watch Galaxy Quest. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
Galaxy.
I love
Oh, hold on. It's been a while since I've seen Galaxy Quest, but yes, I have seen it.
Mm.
It was funny. But anyway, so you guys board the drop shuttle, and Richard, you don't need to do a piloting roll to fly over there. And
Okay.
so you land. As you're sort of doing like aerial recon, kind of like the dropship was an Alien. You see, so the however many yards away is a downed colony ship, which is considerably larger than the ship you rode in on. While it obviously took heavy damage from the crash, it wasn't ripped asunder and is overall intact, with emphasis on how the thruster assembly, at least from this distance, doesn't seem too damaged and could potentially be scrapped for parts. From the look of it, its cargo bay took the brunt of the impact when the ship crash landed and is torn open. Its cargo containers crushed and littered about in and around the cargo bay. Though there may be other means of accessing the ship, this is both the closest and most obvious. So basically, like right over here, it's all damaged. It basically was torn up because like the ship basically it kind of leaned in on the right, and like some rocks kind of tore open the cargo bay. So that's the most obvious entrance aboard the ship.
Question: did we try hailing them yet, or is it
No.
all dark?
I mean, if you want to try hailing them, you can, but so far the
Good
only
idea.
like you haven't back in the colony you haven't received any communications. It was, but there is an SOS beacon broadcasting, but
On
Do you
our
have any
way
like
here,
shortwave radios we could try? Just saying, "Hey, we're here.
yeah, I mean you have
Anybody
radios
who's
not only
potentially
for
alive,
yeah,
meet us at X destination."
yeah, you can do that. Doesn't guarantee you're going to get a response, but that is something you have the
No,
capacity to do.
it's more just a. If anybody is alive,
Right.
they'll come to us. We
I
don't have
get
to
you.
go inside and endanger
I get you.
ourselves.
But you do not get any response over the airwaves, so you're just kind of hovering about with the drop shuttle. So Richard, are you going to set her down by the cargo bay?
If that's where they would like me to, yes.
Yeah, do you guys tell him to do that?
I mean, he probably knows what he's doing.
I trust this
Well,
guy
it depends on where
implicitly.
you guys want to get out.
I don't have the option of being picky right now. I'm new.
Land
Yeah.
us in the cargo bay, Richard.
Okay.
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 So
Just slowly land.
yep. So you land in the cargo bay, and the shuttle comes to a landing, little bump. Next question: are you going to leave somebody to guard the drop shuttle?
I don't like that he's asking these kinds of questions.
Usually
Well,
these
no,
questions
I-
aren't asked with this level of
Well, here's the thing:
Specificness?
courtesy of Steel Talons, I had to because of a certain player who would get pissed off because like he would just like, oh well, I would just assume that we were doing this. Even though I mean he didn't like. I always ask people because I just want to know what is your plan. What is like who is going where, so it's not a case of like I bring a character who's like, no, that character was supposed to guard this. Like I'm just
How
covering my
close are we
bases.
landing to the crash site?
I mean, from what was said, I mean, I think it was Conrad who said just land in the cargo bay, but you can land outside and walk in if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
If-
landing like maybe 20 feet from the cargo bay.
Okay.
If I may, should we have somebody take the drop ship and patrol? It'd be safer than sitting on the ground if there are any ground targets running around.
Well, the problem is that
Anybody
Richard is your
hostile anyway.
That
pilot,
would be me.
so
Oh, do we not have any other pilots?
no.
I feel
Not
like
decent ones.
Which
I raised my hand like I'm in preschool. Sir, I feel there's been a massive oversight, and the fact we only have one pilot.
See, this is
Sir.
exactly why I'm asking these questions. Like, who are you bringing with you? Who's staying where? Because it's like you didn't bring another pilot.
Well, technically, I'm the other pilot, but I'm
Oh, right.
yeah.
I mean, either
Well, I
way,
can
the problem is
pilot
that
in a pinch, but
the problem is that
Deputy pilot is
both PCs are pilots, so that would require leaving somebody out of the action. So
They are
I
much more
will
than
stay
pilots.
flying till they call for help, and then I will run my scrawny ass to the ship.
Technically, we don't need anybody to like fly in or out since this is a ship. Like we just need somebody to secure it, so we can get another NPC just holding down the fort.
yeah, that's my question. Who do you want that NPC to be?
I mean, I'm cool just waiting here while you guys sort that out, or I don't know.
I mean, well, I will.
Sir, if
I'll
we don't
just
have
pull the
anyone
keys
else.
out of the ignition.
Okay.
I'll just pull the keys out of the ignition and take them with me.
Okay. If you want to
Jessica
do that.
Maitland,
That way,
I feel like
you-
that's a
you
good
can-
preventative
you
measure.
One at a time. One at a time. What were you saying, Conrad?
Yeah, he just kind of sees people aren't convinced like who's going to stay, so he just kind of breaks the ice and points to Jessica Maitland. You can stay here if you'd like. You should probably still be relatively, cautious with that. You don't need to jump into the action just yet.
Okay.
We'll be taking any.
So what she will do the smart thing, because even though she's in a horror movie, she's not doing the stupid mistake of just leaving the thing unbuckled. So she gets aboard and she says, like, I'll be looking out of the cockpit, so just radio if you need me to open up the drop shuttle. So if that is, if everybody is fine with her being the one to stay put, then she will.
Yeah,
the
that
reason
works for
being
me.
we already have
Okay.
the other medics. Yeah.
Okay. So
No complaints
Jessica,
here.
you have another medic. So Jessica basically goes aboard the shuttle and locks the door. Well, I mean, after you guys have already disembarked, I do need to add the suit to the NPCs because I forgot to do that initially. So let's see. Jeff gets an eco suit. Dustin has a riot vest, which is mechanically the same thing. So I mean,
It just depends, on air if he's gonna roll or not.
yeah, I'm not gonna have the NPCs roll for air.
Yeah. Then that makes sense.
So, like, basically, if something attacks them, which face it, something probably will, or someone, then they have armor. That's the whole reason I put the suit on, and then also generic red shirt doctor. Okay, so he has a suit as well. Okay, so you all, you board you disembark from the drop shuttle, and
so
oh.
Just odd question. When we disembark the shuttle, is there that moment where the cabins decompress and the ramp comes down?
And you're just walking out without a helmet on? Yes.
Yeah, I just walk out without a helmet. As soon as I step outside, I put the helmet on and latch it.
Conrad
yeah.
just mouths, "What the fuck?"
and then you get numerous surprise reactions, like, "Whoa, wait, what the fuck?" from Jeff, Kritzer, and the random medic.
Don't forget the new guy.
Well, I'm not going to speak for him. I'm if he's...
I'm not surprised at this point. I'm just here to do the job.
Yeah. So, well, all the NPCs are having the what the fuck kind of reaction to it, but so
it's okay.
So...
I'm not trained to handle him if there's a problem. So if something does happen, just run.
Yeah.
None of us are. Focus on the mission, people. Let's go.
Yeah.
Time is of the essence. People may be dying.
So, where are you going first? So let me just move everybody into the cargo bay.
I'm making a mad dash for the bridge.
Okay. um. So you, yeah, there's
Motion
just bridges
trackers,
up top.
people. Motion trackers.
Um. So let's see. So yeah, this door actually, I can't tell if that's like open or fused shut. I would say yeah, you probably have to go through this airlock.
Okay.
So you don't have to move your token there specifically. I'll just move the group as a whole just to kind of represent you're here.
Okay.
So you cycle the airlock. What is of immediate relevance is you notice, and especially for those of you with the Samani watches, inside the Manifest Destiny, the ship is very cold due to an apparent failing or malfunction of the life support. And while your compression suits keep you from feeling any mechanical penalties, if you take off your helmets or otherwise have a breach in the suit, you'll be freezing, which is you roll once per turn. There's frost pretty much everywhere, and the ship is eerily silent beyond the low howling of the air circulation systems and echoes throughout the spacious corridors and through the ventilation system below and above you.
We got bodies.
Well, yeah, you're not seeing any bodies or any blood or anything so far, but you don't at the same time you're not like synced up to the mother unit of the ship, so you don't know, like, you don't have PDTs to track. So, but going to the bridge is the best way to get that done.
I'd like to do a
That's what I was
sweep
gonna
with my motion tracker.
Okay, do a
so
power
we can-
supply roll. Which direction are you doing it?
Well, it's isn't it all directions, or do I just have
Just
to
spin in
around?
circles. They'll get all directions.
Well, yeah, because the thing with the motion tracker in Aliens is that it's a 180-degree sweep. So basically, like, whatever direction you're facing, it'll get everything to the left and right of you.
So would it be 2 separate rolls to check both directions then?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
And I just let you know if you actually pick up any movement. Just do power roll and then another power roll. But do make sure that you only have the motion tracker equipped, because otherwise it'll combine your power.
Hold on, I'm trying to see.
Or just make anything that has a power supply inactive.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is guns as well in
Yeah.
this instance, since we're
Yes.
using it for ammo.
okay, so
A
so you don't
forward.
lose. So you don't lose any power on the first roll. So do a second.
Nice.
Okay. So the good news, you do not lose power. Bad news, you are not picking up any signals.
Well, that's all. Could also be good news.
Yeah, depending on what or who is aboard the ship, then. But you do that sweep, and you make your way to the bridge.
Okay, so I'll put my motion tracker away and pull my rifle back out.
All right. So, as you are searching around the bridge, let me just pull up my notes here. So the bridge, as you're looking, contains not only the ship's mother unit, but also the captain's quarters. And the PDTs would be able to be tracked from here, but again, you would have to like hook up to the computers and do a search. So what is everybody doing while you're in the bridge?
I'm making sure we're safe.
I want to plug myself into the mother unit.
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing some comm teching as well, or
Do not
assisting
fuck the
if.
computer.
Okay.
So Albert, I take it you're going to the captain's quarters?
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the captain's room.
Okay, so you go into the captain's quarters. There's a body in here, dead.
That's
Oh.
usually how bodies tend to be.
Do we have like a roster? Do we know anyone who's on this ship? Were we able to pull
As
that
of right
information?
now, no.
Okay, so I guess I'll go over and or I'll sort of wave over. Who's our medic here?
Well, you would just have the generic red shirt, which
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
because I don't have a name for him, we can switch him and Jessica around, so there's a named
Yeah,
character.
just call him medic. I'll say medic. Get over
Alright,
here.
so he runs over, and he sees. Are you inspecting the body?
Yes, and I'm also going to be looking around the room. Like, is there any like interesting like documentation or logs
Sure.
or something like that.
So so in the captain's quarters there is a woman here, middle-aged, dark, medium-length hair. As for how she died, there's a gaping hole in her chest. Way too large for any caliber of firearm and way too precise for a blade, if that makes sense. It's vaguely circular, and the ribcage is bent out rather than punched in. And you also see there's a small trail of blood leading into a vent too small for a human to enter.
The hell?
So obviously, out of character, probably everyone here knows what that is.
Exactly.
In character,
No, in
In
character,
character,
none of
ain't
us would
acting
have any
on it.
idea what that
yeah.
is,
So
right?
you're going to get a point of stress for seeing this because this is unlike anything that you've ever seen or heard of.
Okay.
And you would still have the point of stress from the rough landing, just as a reminder. So
Okay. So I'm at 2.
2 points total.
but basically, it's only Albert who is getting that stress unless somebody else comes over to see what's going on.
I guess
will
technically
absolutely.
the medic, right? But yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not tracking stress for the medic. Well, actually, I probably should. So I'll just go ahead and I gotta make sure he's an NPC. So so this guy has we get 2 stress. Dustin is at 2 stress. Rosie is at 2 stress, and then Jeff at 2 stress. So
I don't know if we've
Actually-
used this mechanic.
oh, hold on. No, they wouldn't be at 2. They would just be the doctor. What were you
So I
saying?
don't know if we've used this mechanic before, but or at least so far. I don't even know if I specified a personal item, but I would want to probably use that.
Use your signature item? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if we did that.
you can if you want to. That remains unchanged with how I've used a bit of 2E in an otherwise largely 1E campaign. So yeah, if you want to use your signature item to reduce a point of stress, you can. So
Yeah, it's like I didn't really think about what the personal item. Like I will come up with a personal item because I forgot to do it, but let's assume that I have one.
yeah, and I'm
I'll
fine with that.
And I'm just like, oh my god, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
And I need a moment to compose myself.
Yeah, the doctor is like, I've never seen anything like it. What do you make of this, sir?
And Albert pulling out a pack of cigarettes and smoking them.
In my helmet?
Well, the guy in
Yes.
Prometheus did the same, yeah.
I don't do that. But I'll tell the medic, yeah, I've never seen it. I mean, I've seen people shot, I've seen people killed. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, looks like something burrowed its way out of her.
Like what?
They don't think that parasite?
Yeah, some kind of parasite. Or,
Are you? Well, hold on, Collins. Are
know.
you in the room?
Maybe she had a explosive in her chest. I don't know.
It,
It wouldn't explain the
explosives.
blood.
I've seen
flow.
explosives. That's not unless it's a very small. It wouldn't.
Well,
The
again,
bones
Collins,
aren't
are you
destroyed completely.
are you in this room having this conversation? Because currently, I mean, if you're not in the room, it's just Albert and the doctor.
Oh, I entered the room.
Okay, so then you would get an additional point of stress, so you should
Yep.
be at 2, but you are seeing this and therefore part of the conversation.
I've seen explosives. It's not.
No explosive did that.
So
We should check the logs for what planets they went on. If this is something that they picked up from another planet, there needs to be a warning out there.
yeah. So while you guys are having that conversation, so Richard, you are accessing the mother unit. So that will be a contact roll for which somebody else could do the roll for you if you want.
Conrad wants to do some contact snooping.
I'm just
He
letting
can-
someone plug. I'm going to plug myself in. So whoever wants to help me plug myself into the mother unit.
Okay, so all right, then I guess Conrad, you can help him out.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, do a contact roll, and if
okay.
I
it's
have
not-
a
it's not
4 in contact right
Jesus.
I have a lot more. So do I get an assist from? Okay.
Well, you would get an assist if he has at least one point in contact. Like if somebody has a point in contact, they can help you. But
Oh, okay.
for raw, like you
Yeah, I
only
have
get
1 point in contact.
Okay, then yeah, so then he can't assist you. So
Nice.
you get a +1. Okay. Do you want to push that?
Is that even a question? Of course, Bass always pushes it. And he pushes again. Because it's a wits thing.
Okay. So
I'm
you
getting
get
distressed out.
yes. So you are going to get some useful information here. Basically the freebie you get here. I mean, obviously, well, you jack into the mother core. You do get access to the PDTs of the crew. A base piece of information you get, and then you're going to get some extra pieces of information. So the ship was on its way back to Earth from NN 4053, having recently delivered a set of colonists to a colony called Lacerda, which, as a side note, sounds like a medication, but was recent.
I recognize it from a Resurrection. I know what you did there.
Oh, that's from Resurrection. I haven't seen.
Oh, this is just
When the
coincidental.
DM
Nice.
accidentally does
GM,
lore.
Yeah. I mean, I was just looking at the star map, so. But it was sent off course to intercept a weak distress beacon from a Heliades class SCV that was drifting along on sublight. As for your extra successes, the SCV was the USCSS Odysseus. Though its last known coordinates are on record, the ship was in motion and is all but guaranteed to have moved on by now. There's no record of where the Odysseus came from or what its mission was, nor was a crew manifest recovered. But on the subject crew, it was reported that no human survivors were seen during the brief sweep of the ship. And then the most prominent bit of information, a search party was dispatched aboard the ship, led by the captain with a few of the security personnel. Only Captain Taylor made it back alive, and as it turns out, she wasn't the only thing that came back to the Manifest Destiny. Mother doesn't have an exact description or video evidence of what followed her back to the Manifest Destiny, but she definitely didn't return to the ship alone, and was soon placed in a quarantine before being released a few hours later.
Oh dear Lord.
And speaking of Captain Taylor, you do actually, with the PDTs, that corresponds with the dead woman that Albert found. Is that this is Captain Janet Taylor?
He just shouts over, "You folk there who are having a party, it seems the person you found there is Captain Janet Taylor. We have an issue. We have a big issue." What's going on down there?
Genitalia?
What?
Issues and
Captain
understatement.
Genitalia?
No. What's her name? She's
Janet
Janet
Taylor.
Oh, Arturo. Janet Taylor. Okay, yeah.
There he goes again.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes a lot more sense. I was gonna say that'd be a weird name for a captain.
Shannon Taylor, you said, or
Janet.
Janet?
Janet.
Oh, okay.
Janet.
I wrote
Taylor.
it down properly the first time. I got confused by fucking El
Goddamn
Presidente.
Genitalia. No, don't worry. That is a confusing conundrum.
I just
He'll
put it in group notes.
remember them. But yes, it seems our captain came back with a little bit more than she bargained for. He's kind of yelling across to them.
That's why you wrap it before you snap it.
Jesus Christ.
How obscene.
And Conrad just kind of looks at Mr. Administrator and can I correct me if I'm wrong, Arturo, but you still have your cigar in your helmet, right?
Yeah, good point.
So I can't probably even see your face. It's probably just all muted
All
smoke by now.
Yeah. There's like an air,
A fan.
there's like a respirator hole that just kind of
Perfectly syncs with the
little
cigar.
puff of smoke comes out every now and again.
Can you hotbox with cigars? Is that a thing?
Oh, absolutely.
But no, here's the thing: is that El Presidente, when he's doing that, he's breathing. He sounds like Darth Vader. And there's like smoke coming out every time he exhales. Oh,
This is
Lord.
quite a serious matter, sir. We have some infection, it seems, on board. We need to be very careful, and when we go back, we're going to need to have some quarantine procedures, probably.
So,
Mhm.
another thing I will point out, courtesy of you and Richard interfacing with Mother, is you do get the PDT readouts of the crew, or at least all crew currently aboard the ship. Most
Lovely.
of them, so all but 2 of them are, ironically enough, in the very place you're going. You know, because to get to the thruster assembly, so you can get the compression coil. One of them is here. Obviously, you know, Captain Taylor, she's dead. Another one is actually over here.
Ah, okay. We shall check that along the way. Okay, so we have all of the remaining ones that are being shown. Are there any other unregistered life signs or cameras working? Any movement? Anything else out of the ordinary that is visible on any type of sensors for the ship?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. Well, let's be careful. There seems to be infectious disease outbreak, something. We have somebody by the lockers. Let's first check that out. But I
Yep.
do see on the map we have an armory here. Maybe we want to check for some weapons and supplies just in case.
Am I able to send out the pup to like down this down these
Yes.
hallways? Okay, I want to do that.
Now, I will notify you that it'll search everything in the in this block. As far as I know, pups cannot open doors.
Yep.
So let me just double check that.
It's like
In the-
whatever 100-something years in the future, and we don't have robots as good as velociraptors.
Well,
Yeah.
in Prometheus, that was like literally one of the biggest limitations of that thing. David had to come and open the door for the pup
Yeah.
to continue scanning.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, the little ball thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little ball floating Roomba.
Yeah. So basically, like it'll do like a full sweep of any like open door in this block and like all the corridors and stuff, but it cannot open doors on its own.
Well, yeah, I'll still send it out, and then depending on what it picks up, we could possibly go down and, as a group, let's not split up, gang. This isn't Scooby Doo. And then open any doors down there that
Alright.
it didn't pick up.
Based on what was said before about the how the pups map stuff, it's going to be a Comtech roll to use it.
I can.
So that's
Okay.
Conrad.
I can handle that. Does Simone have any contact to assist, or
I
will
do
it
not,
work?
unfortunately.
Okay.
I just have like
Alright.
I can
4
come
dice.
over and assist.
Yeah.
Yep, that
So
would
you
be
get a +1.
I can
appreciated.
come over and assist if anything.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
While they're doing that, do I find anything else in the captain's quarters?
Yeah, you would find hold on, let's see what they're okay, well let's resolve this first.
That stress.
Okay, roll your stress. It's okay, so oh my god. So 8 plus
Conrad.
3
8 plus 3 is not a good number. That
11.
is
is
11 and yeah, you break it.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, thank God I brought a backup, but god damn it, Conrad. He's fiddling
Absolutely
with
cannot let this man cook.
Well,
Keep
no,
him
here's
away from the kitchen.
Conrad takes off his glasses and he just kind of cleans them while
With the
a bit of
helmet on?
sweat.
You're in a helmet. How are you taking off
Fuck. The glasses are my
He pulls his
signature
arm
item.
from.
Fuck, I can't take my signature
Just shake your
item.
head a
God
few
damn it.
times. It counts.
No, what you do is you pull your arm out of the sleeve and then take them off with the one hand and then like clean them inside the shirt thing and then
God,
put it back on and put
that
your
would be
arm
the
back
most
through.
Well,
that would be
here's
the most awkward thing ever.
so well, Kyra, like while you're doing that, like you're fumbling with it, and then like it just you accidentally like sort of like basketball like dunk it on the ground.
Oh, I thought it automatically flew. And he just threw it at the wall. He threw it at the wall with all force and like, oh,
Touchdown!
damn it.
Oh my god.
Dang man,
Oh,
these
it's
fancy
a-
gadgets.
It's a put down and release type of gadget,
Yeah.
not a throw and float. Oh.
But yeah, you just have this like basically he throws it on the ground and it kind of rolls through the frost and it's just like sparking a little bit. It's not moving.
I can fix it. I can fix it later, but don't worry, we'll fix it and nobody will know.
Yeah,
of the issue.
that only cost like what, $50,000.
That is but a
That's
fraction
an
of my wealth.
expensive mistake.
Jesus Christ.
I signed these things out. I'm just gonna get put on my bill. You bastard.
Don't worry, Spoon. I will fix them. They shall be good as new.
Oh, God.
I am better with fixing than with activating gear. But it was a god honest mistake. I have no idea how that happened.
Okay, so anyway, so you broke one of the fucking $50,000 pups. Are you going to try to use the other one or no?
Yes, Conrad will use his.
No, don't let
we
him.
should
No,
probably
this
let
is-
somebody else handle that one. No offense.
Yeah, could I make the
Okay.
roll and you two can assist me? I have less
Yes.
stress.
Okay,
Yeah,
you get a
I
plus
can
2.
assist too as well.
Okay, so you get a plus
Okay.
2, Emily.
Okay, so +2. Yep. Yeah, make sure my character's selected before I roll.
We're never going to
Okay.
financially recover from this.
There we go. See,
Did we not buy insurance?
that-
Is there a warranty?
see that this is how you use
Wayland
this,
doesn't do
Conrad.
warranty.
You know,
Fuck.
gently. The warranty is void as soon as it comes out of the box. That's how Wayland works.
You also do need to do a power supply, by the way, and the pup should have a power supply of 5.
Yep, I already edited the item.
All right, so
So
do a power roll. Make sure you don't have any other weapons or
yeah,
anything
everything else
selected.
is inactive.
Okay, so the power goes down by
Okay,
1,
power goes
but
down by
it
1.
otherwise still works. So it is active and it is going to, fully, map out the room. Do any of you have a PDAT?
Conrad always carries a PDAT with him.
Okay. And I mean, worst case scenario, you could like if you didn't have that, you could track it via the bridge, but
that's one.
the thing with the pup is that you do need to have a
Yeah.
means to actually view what it's scanned. But anyway, so are you going to go investigate the PDT signature here?
Yes.
Right, so while the
but
pup
does
is
what does the pup see?
There
while
is
scanning?
nothing explicitly alien or any corpses in this block.
Good.
So
Good. That's all we needed to
Okay.
know.
So who is going over to this locker to open the door?
Well, so hold on before we go.
Oh.
Captain's
Oh,
quarters.
right. Sorry. Hold on.
And the armory.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
So what you're finding in the captain's quarters, you do find like some IDs and personal belongings, but on her terminal, you do find like there are a few logs. I mean, well, there was all the logs are before the before she died, but like specifically before. So in terms of time, because I'm trying to figure out how to best describe this, like basically all the logs are like before she boarded the Odysseus. And there's nothing on there after that because she was obviously out of character again. She had a run-in with a facehugger. It basically like she was unconscious and then she just didn't get around to getting on her computer until it was too late.
Okay.
Unfortunately, what I'm trying to say is there's nothing on that computer that indicates what happened to her.
Okay, nothing of value. Is there like a captain's safe or something we can cut into?
Yes. I would say, and then her key card would be there, so you could tap into it, and you could probably get like maybe like $1,000 or so.
Sure. I mean, I wouldn't be explicitly looking for money. I won't object to it, but I'm looking for if there's anything valuable, like any secret documents or something. I don't know.
No, there's no like classified intelligence or anything like that.
Okay, I'll take the money.
All right. Okay, so meanwhile, so is there anything anybody else is doing in the bridge, or are we cutting over to checking out the locker?
Let's go check on the locker, I guess.
Okay, who is going up to interact with it?
I'll definitely be going.
Okay, so are you?
I want to
Elgard.
investigate, but also it's partly selfish, so I know Conrad doesn't destroy the other pup before we pick it up. I say this jokingly, of course.
Yeah. So
We need to be sure.
okay, you guys go down to here. So who is opening the door?
Wait. On the way to there,
you're going to
Conrad
check the
wants
armory.
to open the armory to
I
make
mean, you
sure
can check
that
the
there are no
armory
weapons.
while the
Yeah.
while the other two are doing that, and then if you want somebody to go with you,
Man, there's no
Rosie.
need. There's no need.
Oh, okay.
Please take someone with you, Conrad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whoever
Rosie
wants
tags
to
along.
join.
Then I guess
I'll
Albert
go
as
with
well.
Conrad. I'll go with him.
Dustin would probably go with the other
Albert.
one.
Yeah, Dustin.
We're splitting up a little bit.
All right. Yeah, so much for let's split up, gang. So
Yeah, right.
I mean, we could
okay.
have just gone to the armory first and waited a couple minutes and then gone to the locker. But
That is true. If you want to do that, you guys can.
people are in a hurry.
So
And bring the medic. We would want to bring the medic to whoever's going to the locker. So.
Okay. And I guess Jeff will follow the security crew, and then Richard, I understand, is going with Conrad, and then El Presidente, are you going to the armory or are you going to the locker? Blitz, you're muted. I don't know if you went AFK or not.
Just put him with the locker group.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, just to kind of evenly balance the two teams. Okay, so we'll address the locker actually the armory first. So the armory is locked, so that is going to be a Comtech roll to bypass it.
Huzzah!
Conrad,
He starts hacking at it.
I look at Conrad with great suspicion and lack of faith.
I am a capable man. Don't worry. I'm assuming Richard is helping.
Right.
So I mean, let's see here. So I could roll. My roll would be, I think, 4. I mean, obviously that's less than yours. So I can assist, is what I'm saying.
Do you have 1 point of contact?
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so then that's +2. 1 from Albert, 1 from Richard.
Nice.
This has got to succeed, right? Yes.
Yes, shockingly it did. So you unlock the armory. The armory is definitely, I mean, it's Drill Sergeant Horgus' wet dream. I mean, it doesn't have any smart guns in it, but it does have a pretty generous armory. I mean, of like largely pistols and shotguns, with a few storm rifles for like critical situations, and a reasonable sum of ammo for all of the above. You do note that like quite a few of the guns are missing, but there are still a few firearms left in the armory.
Since somebody put up a fight. So,
does anyone in our group not have a weapon that would need a weapon from the armory?
Jeff does not have a gun of the people who are here, and neither does the generic doctor or, well, I think it's just the doctor and Jeff that don't have any weapons. So Jeff will take, I guess, a shotgun. Oops, that's the actor's directory. So shotgun, and then say 3 reloads.
I could grab a pistol just to give to the medic and be in a second here.
Okay, so you're going to grab an ES4, and I'll add that to the medic sheet.
Yeah, and I'll just sort of walk up and tell him as like, hey, you better have this just in case. You know how to use one of these?
He says, no, but I'm a fast learner.
Is it already overweight?
Yeah, I'm surprised by that too.
Well, if you only had
Since
2
he has-
strength, then maybe.
Yeah, since he only had 2 strength, he can only carry a weight of 4. And he has the suit or whatever. But
so he has
you can put it.
one relay. He's largely over encumbered with his fucking medical gear. That's the thing, and the suit. But he does. I mean, and somebody could carry extra ammo for him if you want, but
I could.
I'll carry it.
so you can carry 2 magazines for the ES4 pistol, like 2 extra magazines, and give it to him if he runs out of ammo.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, and then meanwhile, as for the locker team, and this note will probably be where we end the session, but meanwhile, so Simone, you're the one opening the door, I take it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
A fucking body falls on you. So you and you, Collins, and El Presidente would get 1 point of stress each. And I guess also Dustin and the medic. So, and also in terms of who this guy is, according to the PDT readouts, this was, oh, where the fuck was this? This was Bradley Barone, and yeah, he has definitely seen better days because he's like, eerily pale, due to being like frozen ship and like in a locker. But the thing is that he, um, from the look of it, he wasn't trapped in there because there was a release latch inside, which actually suggests that he willingly locked himself in.
He was hiding.
He's
Yes.
hiding
and
from
keeping something out.
what?
Yeah,
Yep.
and on that ominous note and question, that's where we're going to end it for today.
Oh boy.
Oh my. This is going to
Unlucky
be
to not be
saucy.
seeing the dead bodies.
So,
Not me at 3 stress already.
well, I mean, that's basically most people have 3 stress. So,
I only have 2.
wait, how do you only have?
So things are
Oh,
going
yeah.
Stress?
great.
What's stress?
She didn't see the first dead body.
All right. Yeah, because there was
Yep.
the crash and then this guy. So,
Yep. And
Um,
then I didn't push the Comtech roll because
oh
I just
wait,
got the
hold on a
1
sec.
success
Hold
I
on.
needed.
Oh, actually, fun fact, Conrad fucking up would actually have given you an additional point of stress because mess up.
Yes.
Your skill roll has the opposite intended
Oh.
effect, yada yada yada. In combat, you
Lovely.
hit a friendly, yada
I-
yada yada. Stress level +1 for all PCs in the zone. So if you were there with Conrad getting the pups set up, then you would take 1 point of stress. So you should, yes, be at 3
Yep.
stress. And Conrad should be at
That's
fucking
fine.
4.
I took this stress. No, I didn't take the stress for that. Yeah.
Because basically,
Yes.
so let's,
Thank
so
you, yes.
you, there
No,
was the
that's correct, that's
crash,
correct.
yeah, and all this other stuff.
I had
So,
1, and then I pushed twice. It got me up to 3, but the mess up gets me up another 1, which I forgot. So thanks
Yeah.
for the reminder.
so
Yep. Thanks for telling me because I
sure.
forgot to mark it apparently.
Well, I mean, I forgot
Stress
as well.
buddies.
So okay. But yeah, anyway, on that note, that is where we're going to end. You all get 5 experience.
My first bit of EXP.
Yep, you are not going to be able to spend it right now, unfortunately, because you're obviously in the middle of a very
Understandable.
intense, dangerous situation.
That makes sense.
So
Just sit down and do yoga real quick. It'll be okay.
yeah. Other than that, hopefully that was a fun session because now things are getting really interesting.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Oh, definitely.
just before we end here, as all this shit is going down, I would calm Maitland in the shuttle and basically just tell her like, hey, there seems to be some kind of alien thing loose on the, because we know that, right? Like, because the thing got out.
I mean, it's
had
very
the blood trail.
obvious from the from what you like, both from what the fact that there's a blood trail leading into a vent that burst out of somebody's chest, and also the notes from Mother. All signs lead to this not being human.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to tell her to stay on the cameras and see if she sees any movement to let us know. There might be a small alien critter running around.
And she, I'll just say like skepticism, because keep in mind nobody has ever seen aliens before, or really seen aliens and lived to tell the tale. And she's like, alien, or like, we want to
Well,
see your
no, but
leader.
everyone is familiar with alien life. Not she doesn't. We don't. No one knows it's a Xeno, but like people know that there's alien animals.
No.
and stuff.
Here's the thing: is that at this point in the timeline, there isn't. Like this is that we're right now we're in 2077. 2093 in Prometheus was the first, like the first confirmed discovery of multicellular alien life.
Oh, really?
So this is the first time anybody has ever seen or experienced any kind of thing, whether it's a xenomorph or not.
And that's why
Okay.
the fossils were such a big thing that that Simone has
Yeah,
discovered.
exactly.
That implies something existed.
Precisely.
Okay, so I guess maybe our initial thing would be like it's like we don't know what like some kind of life form, like we don't know what it is,
Yeah.
or some kind of thing. So
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah,
maybe I
Connor's
wouldn't use the word alien. Like there's something,
Some
some kind of,
unknown organism.
yeah,
some
creature,
kind of critter
creature.
running around.
Yeah.
Right.
Conrad would believe it's probably an experiment or something
Yeah.
that got fucked up.
Yeah. So anyway, so hopefully that was a fun session and an intense cliffhanger to end on.
That was fun. We're all gonna die next time.
Dying is a mindset.
I certainly hope not.
Well, and I do want to point out the thing
All I
is like,
imagine is Conrad going,
Personal safety is good to have as a talent right now.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mentioned, just because there haven't been any confirmed reports of aliens doesn't mean they aren't out there. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's gonna be fun.
So
Well, I think, like, even like later, it takes like a long time for people to like get that message, because even the one dude from Alien 3 that wrote that book after on the prison planet, it got like censored and
yes.
redacted by
Yeah.
Whaling Corps. So, or Whaling
Yeah.
Utani at that
Yeah.
point, but
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like, aliens of any kind have not been properly reported or cataloged since 2093. So that's, and
But
again, as was brought up. Oh,
I was gonna say, but like on Terra Nova, like there's jungles and stuff. That's alien life. Are you just
well,
saying no
plants,
animal?
but we're talking about like alien like organisms.
Okay, so there's no like insects or fish or any kind of thing on the
No.
planet?
There were at
Okay.
one point, which is why there were those fossils there, but something happened that they all died out.
Okay, interesting.
And because that is also in reference to, at least in Building Better Worlds, there's at least one planet that actually has breathable air and plants, but there are no animals on it.
Okay.
Which is also a thing in Covenant, but for specific reasons.
Right.
yeah, for other reasons.
I mean, it seems strange, like evolutionary, right? To like have plants and stuff, but not have even like insects. But whatever, it's fine.
Has Terra Nova been studied for like what could be a mass extinction event? Or is that
that's why the
no?
paleontologists are there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that they didn't
Huh.
even know organisms existed on the planet until you found that out. So now it begs the question: why was there life then, but there's nothing now?
No
makes
other
sense.
complex animalic type life, yeah.
Hello, the predator would like to know your location.
Well, different continuity, but yeah.
They even
For
hunted
now,
down
yeah.
the mosquitoes. Oh my god.
Those tiny mosquito skulls, you have no idea how valuable they are.
There's nothing more dangerous than a wounded mosquito.
Tiny jewelry for
Tiny
fingerings.
jewelry.
Yeah. Mosquito skulls.
The hardest catch, the greatest kill.
Making
they're-
chainmail out of mosquito skulls would be awesome.
Yeah, why do you
Anyway,
think they're so rare? They're so tiny, and if you handle them wrong, it's dust.
yeah. Anyway, on that note, hopefully that was a fun session, especially a good start for Kenshin's
Yep.
character.
Right into
Yeah,
the frying
definitely.
pan.
Watch the video I just posted.
Hold
Just-
on.
Mosquito hunters.
That's
You
what I
see
was
a
referencing.
predator. One Punch Man couldn't even kill a mosquito.